This is Loud Silence Radio. You're listening to With All Due Respect. You are listening to Loud Silence Radio. You are listening to Loud Silence Radio.
All along my travels,
let me make her love you. Other your word. Let me make her love you. Other your way. The female, the summons are. Foul do people more. Foul do people more. Other your way. The female, the summons are. Foul do people more. Foul do people more.
This is Loud Silence Radio. You're listening to With All Due Respect. You are listening to Loud Silence Radio. You are listening to Loud Silence Radio.
all along my travels, I've been seeing young people who have finished school, they can't find a job, and so they look for something they can do. And there are many of our young people, you see them riding motorcycles and transporting people from place to place. We call them Okada. But in our law, it says Okada is illegal. But Okada is a reality. It has come to stay. You can't stop it. And so I have suggested, and I say when we come into office, we'll legalize Okada, but we'll regulate it. We'll regulate it, and we'll give them training so that they are able to do their business in a safe manner without causing the lives of people. They must obey all the traffic regulations in order that they be allowed to pursue their profession.
Thing that you do, things do not stand in isolation. And so if you just pick one this, one this, one this, one that, one this, what does it relate to? It must be linked to something. And so I'm sure when his manifesto comes out, we'll understand better what his linkages are. But for instance, you take one dam, one village, one dam, or one dam, one village. You know, you need to understand what is he talking about.
He said
in the north, in the north, what we call dam in the north is a dugout. And every village has a dugout. It's a pond. We used to drink from it in the north before when there was no water. But now that most communities have water, the dugouts are used for livestock watering. Now, if you want to do irrigation dams must have a feed-in source of water. And so you are talking of barrage dams and proper irrigation dams. Barrage dams are if a stream is flowing and then you put a wall across it, then you hold the water back. You can use that for dry season gardening, but not every village has a stream flowing by it. And so if you say one village, one dam, and you talk about the dugouts by the end of the dry season, the water is finished. They are dried up. And so he needs to, that's what I'm saying, when his manifesto comes out, we'll understand what he's talking about. But if he's talking about dugout.
That's all.
Yes. Gabi, you see, we've come far.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah. No, I can't go below the 40. I would rather prefer getting off and just getting something out of it and just getting off.
Okay, so. I see.
It's just to demonstrate that this is for me and it's not.
You can't go below 40.
No, sir.
That's all.
Yes. Gabi, you see, we've come far.
I'm just. You can't go below 40.
No, sir.
That's all.
Yes. Gabi, you see, we've come far.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah. No, I can't go below the 40. I would rather prefer getting off and just getting something out of it and just getting off.
Okay, so. I see.
It's just to demonstrate that this is for me and it's not for anybody. And that is something I want to just come up very strong on. Yeah.
Okay. that's your final position, then we have to let the others know and sign off what we do forward.
Okay, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
This is Loud Silence Radio. You are listening to With All Due Respect. You are listening to Loud Silence Radio.
Mafurada 5 acres. Ne hwe mudi fertilizer egu ama asai. Na de so koto obram so de ko
no ha for andisha na say MPP.
So ba so oton ne ese ento. Ese ento.
Reason no. Itegu ha.
Na egu ha na asai.
Yes. Na se mo ko.
Na eje France.
Me de bafu.
Ufi dompe.
Bi freedom pimpi.
Honorable Kennedy Japan fi.
Na me kwara aboro no. Bakwara akora.
Eneken.
Na kede so be me kwara. Me okra me wo pieces no crash too. Me na me tete wo mu nyina.
Eno wa ma fertilizer no gu ase. No abeto. Wo se ndi sable so no wunya 14. Wo for ye 5 acres wunya 14 bags. Na de koye free. Ena MPP de no mu de gu o ma na se. No ma beto egu a wo sise bia kogu efo na se.
Enya wo de egu mu koko na se.
Yo, ati je da se.
So ma reject this out.
Egu amanim ho.
Okay, ebi gu amanim ho.
Me mane ho bi gu pa.
De ko nyina me wo mu tu agura se.
Antime nyina ewura yogidi ese video enso ebeduru ne nchen efiri se hanom aye bia omanfo aye adwuma ewa ha nipa ba se empem ahanu 200,000 ana aye adwuma anom na omakwan enti ene ye fam ni ahwese de akwan no esitie ewa ha nom ne de ato mpanimfo nim se ebesere omoa magagifo na akwan no wonum enyi emfama wo mu anyesa ebe ha dwi pa anyesa ebe ha dwi pa enti omakwan no de akwan yewura magaji no ha adwen akwan yewura magaji no ha adwen ye pa ye dike aka kire se so wura mazi ha no ma omo mu supre ka omo mu hihye ka chese adwuma bie fa ka ho emfidi nwuma adwuma bie fa na de adwuma ho de anyimdifo wa ha machine di twa blog ko porto chese de di wo fufuo emfidi be ne fa na de ho magaji ho mu ntimi nye ni nyina magaji fo etimi ye emfidi ahodo a efa na de ho de magaji ha de oduru ha ma obenya bi nanso nsiesi adwuma ne mpuntunwuma ye gi afitafo ne ho ye adwuma ha tax nanso nsiesi adwuma no enkoso eno ane aba ye twa emfonyini no ede ama wo no ye ne mpanfo bi bedi nkomo na ya hwem se de sitie we aye drainage system gata ya ensuo to a wo senka etumi afamu no ebi ana ye twa emfonyini no ede ama wo no drainage system gata ensuo to a senka famu no we ensiesi adwuma bia enkoso ewo ho enu ntino ama osuo to a betumi ayiri afa ha no ho chese bibia na atwe no ede no eba bibia na atwe no ede no eba enti no ehun komo eni mfonyini ana ye twa ede ekire wo no ti so hwa amanfo ha de no kwasem nyomo obere mazi ne so mekase mechini mazi na metimi di base na wotwe eso pa ba bia nipa 200,000 ye adwuma de enye ba beketua fahad ma kwatafo new road ne etwa so akwa animu ya enya asem ketua kora enya asem ketua enti we eye magaji na ye kofa makwan ne so mahunu bra wo mu ebre wa ha se bia obi eye adwuma o ka sai na oba ba ye mamene opani fitani ani nkomo opani we de ani die mu ye chia na ho ye ye de nyamia teacher Kofi Media so nie ye ntie so odu magazine ha no ma bibie no ha muntimi nye wada manyema ba sa na magazine ha afitafo ne dwemefo wa ha no mu amwo nim die fa na de adwuma ho ye wa ha
no kre yetimi ye no ma pi wa ha no bi te ka na se ya bibie be se wo mi yetimi ye eno no pa de foforo so a yetimi ye ni nyina ma a efa ka ho adwuma ho ana no kre nsuo to ha ya ho kire pa nsuo to akas na ba nyina no ka na oba ba ye maintenance ye so okọ no ontimi nko na asa de adwuma foforo asa bam ndi panifo ye sere mo a won hwe na mo mo aye wo ye kwan no ho.
Okay,
this is being done. Can't you know the history and say you have sold the land? When people have been living, look at these families, 50 years or more. You come here and say you sold it, you bought it. How can you buy government property just like that? You know, we should not allow this thing. I'm the Director General. We should not allow it to happen. I've informed our minister and I said, whoever bought it, no matter who it is, we will not allow the people. In this COVID time, where should the people go? It's unquestionable. It's not right.
The media are going to be
because if you have anything, come in and you give him, even if you have bought it legitimately, you give us time and say that find another. You don't bring any this thing.
I told them that this should be covered. You shouldn't come here.
Security, we have come to Minister of Finance to seek clearance of cases of issues. I am being arrested because we are laying claims of our monies. We are not cocaine dealers. For the government to confiscate our funds for over 2 years. What is the government doing? Are we cocaine dealers? Are we money launderers? Are we slaves in our country? We are not afraid they should kill us. We are ready to die. We are ready to die. I have been molested by the police. They slapped me because I am protesting for my money.
That the government has revoked the lances. So how come you are saying you are going to pay others, excluding us? Meanwhile, Finance Minister is saying they are going to bail us out with that 3.1 billion. So are we not Ghanaians? Are we not part of this country? What have we done? It's our hard-earned money. It's our hard-earned money. So why from this statement that we are not included?
Why are you directing your anger towards the government? The SEC says that they have not been given access to records.
My brother, it's not true. It's not true. Security and Exchange Commission, they are in bed with government. They are lying to us. They are lying to us. It's not true. They have every access to our details and our data. Blackshot has provided them everything. So why are they lying to us? Why are they lying to us?
Is that what Blackshot tells you?
Yes, we have the documents. They've released a press statement just yesterday. So why is that Security and Exchange Commission? We will give you a copy. We have copies. We have everything on our platforms. So where from these lies?
So
what have we done wrong?
You think that SEC is lying to you?
Yes. Reverend Ogomitata is lying. If I were to be his daughter, will he do this? Can his daughter work and even gain such amount to invest? Why? What crime have we committed? The government is also lying to us. Finance Minister, that 3.1 billion, he is lying. If they are not lying, they should pay us. They should pay us 3 years before. You better sweat you. You better sweat. What was for your daughter? We are more than 80.
Obi ni da completed budget and I'm in a man. Yapa got them. Missika Hinana made a bottle. Said they pay your back for many be their shamema. I come a party returns. Midibia Juma. Me Kunuya Mitsne Fie. Me quite to Memono. Amudio Biasamana. It is time it's fear. Me a men court member. Mikita Kola. Why be the buyer? Diana Mucha and Minima. Yanya view. Me Topia water. Oba Mikita Kola. Me Topia water. Obia completed budget. And I'm with him. Better than my shopping, man.
I am not presiding over a government of family and friends. Yes, there are one or two members of my family in the thing. Yes, there are one or two members of my family in the thing.
is Loud Silence Radio. You are listening to With All Due Respect. You are listening to Loud Silence Radio. You are listening to Loud Silence Radio.
I can overreact as on one bit and on one acquires that transaction. President in a bush phone on Comotomo party Nedino. Near President the Kufu bush phone and Katomo party Nedino. Yanamukasi was short memory. Again, he makes another point too. Nipa 21. Na me beso obobo. Answer for no jai list in bobo. Because ebi mu nye former appointees. Ebi ye civil servants. And the storms in Mukesi Senate di. Apart from the storms and no board chairman, Senate. Omo maka nyina they are civil servants. Ebi mu kra da so Senate to omo ye adwuma. Now tia a generalizing no. The president ya dey wo kan. It is what the president said. President was specific was say former government officials anameboa. Former government officials. And who can work and you rest Edu Agungu or your former appointee or a businessman. And Timoka Namunya baby and can fire Munyai. Again, Eke, Ubusa a very brilliant question. Yamin Shrao. Ubusa say the fight against corruption na Ghana for Ubusado. And only say the former appointees be 21 Kojina court. After no person withdraw. Say Noma would you go come commitment who shows say oh Kunkata Proya was a made the Matan for Kojina court. Now I don't know Muye Bine. Eke, wadofu no omo nsasim, omo nansim omo so bokro no ni bi ne. Eno de, wa kan hye. Eno nti ne so we clearing agent. Wadofu no a, wa party fo a wa kan omo ahye okukum no, a omo bokro no anu aye din no. Omo de ne na ye ka say, wo ye clearing agent, wo ye corruption Musejo Ramos. Hwe NYA scandal here by. Say ye sick of frupo. Na yi bob say AK ye tie me kwa ko yi bob free ayim the bob fu flash ma na etua me ka 9,000 Ghana cedis NYA 4.5 million. Say me nsesan bob ye training me say the mesesan bob eno ye etua me ka 90 million OCDs. Na professional electricians ko mo ye adwuma ECG no kra bo so me so o market tua ye sen AK wo de no to a oso NDC for consultants be was South Africa no mo say omo ba be target President Akufo-Addo corruption. Assembly be wa ba bia why communication do can why careful. Corruption allegations aye koso wa ban we mu. Aye NDC for na ye. What I want to disprove me say NDC na you. Ma prove ya tell say corruption allegations are badodo na no are being made by your own people and people who have no connections with the opposition party. Eti by owura adomakuba fi logic no. Professor Mate NDC ni. Professor Mate wa NDC ni. Oka say appointees say wa ban we mu ye corrupt no. Wo logic ni say wa man no NDC party card. President Akufo-Addo na mu beka say America renegotiated deal no or he was misled by one executive secretary ne Owura Boachi Akomo no. Omo so adane NDC for. Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company for border omo suspending Mame Francis CCM omo adane NDC. Danish ambassador wadane NDC. US ambassador wadane NDC. Netherlands ambassador wadani NDC. Reverend Awotre Owusu die nansen okasa na video ko viral no. Ono so wadani NDC. Edu baby amon credit Ghana for with some level of intelligence. Obribu ahense mu wi 5 million cedis the choir delegate conference or NDC.
One you should have mu wi.
No so omo ye de omo fire it is Steve. It is Steve. It is Emra bia ni wo a wo krom high makwan. Se party over government party need to make the Nisabo Abansika.
But he did not use the word stolen.
Yes, but I am using it.
But it's wrong.
It is Stevie. Do you know why it is Stevie? Why I am menu sika. Menu sika nyane de fund the MPP activities. Not the deputy general secretary say omudo musa ko bom of flags about afakodi. The yan say man 1,000 pa. What ya so NDC ni. Canada Japan beka say more inflate Ghana card. Or the 50 million investors, 50 million, $50 million pay, $50 million pay. More inflated in yako $1.2 billion no. Or no than the NDC ni. Or some booking fee of $20,000 for Flagstaff House no. Or NDC ni. And we are sitting here and are blindly who defend the idea with. Allegations are here. Manase mo omodo manua tum say aban way corrupt no NDC ni. Eke uso yan central ni meka na so agme ababa Franklin Kujo a ode na no atum say aban we corrupt o yan DC ni enye Ghana fo na eka say mo ye corrupt o tie ni ye na muntie futuo na munyai say mamu ho so ayeka bibia na yan DC no Franklin Kujo be yan DC ni da ben Manase be yan DC ni da ben o ka for gift nya Manase na e de buy Anas aye investigative piece twice Bonkro for caught on video taking monies. And as Adani NDC all of a sudden because and then the oil in the tiamo. Tama no ye bitia man for the namo bon abaso President Akufo-Addo me ba me be ya nas principle. And then anas ne na man for mu dimirika Stephen Adeti. One ti tape a one Owura Rosin Bukari no bribe no man moto. I reject here no mo tata Stephen Adeti. Me no ka say Ahmed Swali number 12 on check form. Yenku no. Me busaw na corruption say na me kan say me chiro say corruption enye financial corruption ko. Eba morally a obetimi ay corrupt. Yeti kroma bugri na bu. Wase mo ama points mami otukoja ba ne Rosin Bukari ne for apam ekum former chairman Mahama Adams. Jena President Akufo-Addo ayafa ho. Kennedy Japan therefore ya mo MP o se sexy dondon agina court abo ni President Akufo-Addo di so ne bo ne pa ku JB dan kwa mo MP. Enye corruption. 800,000 na mo ka se mo de kwa creative website. 800,000 Peace FM online ya da bia man for guso traffic action amman for ye news wo so mu creative mutu asen. Ni etikroma ya di 8 billion special initiative for website 8 billion 800,000 minority anchimo a kam be ka say ye nifaso na edi zero ba ko kan o ensem ama listing na wu adoma ko afitie mi ye ba ko kura no ye ndisi na kofa bae PDF ye na kofa bae energy minister enesem abokro no wu wa wunia Bretinya ma enesem abokro no wu Ambrose Derry committee e dia ba sem abokro no wu Ambrose Derry so ye ndisi ni at least credit us with some level of intelligence. And I'm no TA. Ya to lorry firm by 10%. Check. Ya to petrol or government what back ube brew once I cancel there. I'm the people of Ghana hope. Otiana will throw tantrum. And I'm Mahama I say and none the Ekadi and someone Yahota Macroni Rekubrobe Makafa Muye. Ukasi refi. Dr. Rekubrobe Saturday ya on Newsfile. Was it move make billionaires out of dubious and fraudulent contracts? Dr. Charles Rekubrobe also Kasama suspended no. Katsem say was suspending no. What ya? We are buying. You should be listening all the time, pa. Now we kasa unta makasai. What you say? You should be listening to yourself. We are buying. Be receptive to criticisms. What you say? She sa enipa 21 yina. They are your opponents. No man pani kasa ono de. O person de mra ye aduma. Ma menka an krebi nchero. What busa ho da say de nti na constitution no. Omo mo tro ye no. Omo de say mu say oya man pani a. Utimi appointed. Also deep position at any time without giving reasons. What was that? It is because see a two abane the mouse say who we Ghana man penia. And I'm saying any papa could paint. Now to me to show me say me education minister, me a lands minister, me agent. To me out the bamo be as on quiet man odina wu dimu. Who to me no oye. And to say nipa no other so na nim nya of a me no o ma reason bia. And unti na be kaya former president Mahama. Tikesi e wi adwe gonja ni this contenting grammar no. Ne wo fe no. Vicky Hammer echo the tape pay ya was so pay $1 million at an account so okay and no chairman investigation there born no na e pro no obi can dreams but president mama who said there be baby I will tell any abansi care for table so no I will pay $1 million no say me check salary craft 4 years NOS gracia $1 million in the enti my way ya do sabebo abansi kam and wo yi no adana Vicky Hammer anko tanka say o mampani follow due process ade bi wa wani tuamu se eye kro no ensem fata oman ne kasa ho wo tumi so obeji no ehia court entu na ye president ya ma tumi se wo betimi appoint wo betimi asa jinipa no without recourse to anything nipa no ntimi challenge enu ti no oyi bu achi ajako ye ka so for reason bra the reason by enti aden no mo maka no Pius Agidemo Mami Francis Esiemu what you say Mami ayokobo twemo omo no aden no omo apply the same thing na onyi omo because wadane who clearing agent hwe a classical case medicine form Owura Kenoforiata 2.25 billion bond no slide report so can be page 138 page 139 slide say wabubu Public Financial Management Act no so Owura Kenoforiata president Maminia in fact esanso say ne asset declaration no ye woni nyuma ko bia one farm tre Ghana for say o interest wom e no mo list here Mami Charlotte say nye procurement breaches into notify Charlotte say nye procurement breaches into notify but president ye ne Mami nua ba mate kwase ese na nso o ka so be reshuffle pe na ne wofafo no firi chebiaba e na wunim say atachia wuyi na say na busuafo project ya wo yi
ana wo chifre
je met o ka se wati bi no de wonte o ka se Cladan Stanley no omo yakọ South Africa meso mate say o yes o be resa for na busuafo firi chebi frantuma tau na ko yi ke no foriata e dan ya wo si na busuafo ye be ye ko yi atachia say ye be ye wuyi asante be di etu a abusuan be ye dai wunim so omo say en bonyam na president aka ne sa hye ndam fam ontimi nye
so ara adwa ko be fitu aso ne nko
media kasate nti mu mpam fom so
entopo nko so
na akufu ado na nkasa no o so firi chebi na so anu adi president na so omo hye na science fom so no omu sinchia no wayi no ho sinchen and ye said ya wo kasa.
This is Loud Silence Radio. You are listening to With All Due Respect. You are listening to Loud Silence Radio. You are welcome to Loud Silence Radio. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. This show is With All Due Respect extended version. We're streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. Today is Scandal Day. And if you know Scandal Day, it's all about facts. It's all about releasing documents. It's all about going down and explaining things to the ordinary Ghanaian. Here, we don't mince words. Masa, mon kanche oma, omuntinyo masano. Bloggers no mo brand omuntumi explaining yamano. Ghanaians now, they get confused with this English and Yaman. Today, they should be here. This is where we explain things to the death. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. The producers are called the Ghost Team. They're streaming or they're producing this show from 5 different states in the United States of America. You can watch this show on 7 different platforms. In fact, we have other 27 different platforms taking a lead. The main platform is With All Due Respect on Facebook. With All Due Respect on Facebook, and also Loud Silence Radio and TV on Facebook. You can also watch this show live on Periscope. Look for With All Due Respect. Also, when you go on Instagram, look for With All Due Respect on Instagram, and also on Twitter, look for With All Due Respect. We are also streaming live on YouTube. Look for Loud Silence TV. This is an international show. This is where we speak truth to power. Jack, I'm also saying, I debia Kevin Taylor. Debia obia. You said your man for any video no one about Kevin Taylor. You are 50 views. Oh. I Bese si who ye show and also who ye Facebook live and at no one book Kevin Taylor 50 views a ball. I have a ball said you could just abakoko. But Jack, we still maintain our level. We are maintaining our level like Adole. We are maintaining our level like Adole. I can see the family blazing. The blazing on Facebook, blazing on YouTube, blazing on all platforms. I'll be saying hello to the family. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. Bema tintian hofe grammar. Minina na guado. Mene gufuado. Ya hofe fe. Ya tintian hofe grammar for me nu. You control Ghana. Also, if this is your first time, you understand that this show isn't for segments. Today we are doing serious scandal. When I say serious scandal, we going inside government. Today I'll be telling you how some people in government today, especially people we have handed over institutions to handle serious money, are using their office to steal from Ghanaians. People are making $10 million every month. $10 million. About 7 ships have been diverted into Ghana's territory, and some people have made money out of it. Oil is being diverted. Today, I'm going to produce documents. Today, I'm going to dare the Commissioner of GRA and Customs. I say I am going to dare the Commissioner of GRA and Customs. If you know him, tell him that Kevin Taylor says that he is going to dare you, and his name, you already know. Look for his name and tell him, Mr. Colonel Kojo Damwa. Mr. Colonel Kojo Damwa, Kevin Taylor is going to dare you today. And after today, if you don't speak, there will be more fire. Today, we are not mincing words. Today, we are going to speak truth to power. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Taylor.
Why are you running? What's no debate? Why are you running? What's no debate? Why? What's no debate? Why? Why are you running? So what's the way you do, man? Fabe what young court debate. Samahamadia Ninga. What man, where is your faith? Mampanina wouldn't draw. What can I like there? Na me swore. Some trap, mamma don't point it. Young men when I will be swore. Ghana for will be a soon. I'm a woman into your hook. Prosperity will get you. Muhammad and Kai South Radio do so. Besides scandal, the hoodie, cash for seat, America, Ghana card, BDS, excavator, no would you be? Waman Ghana, Cassia, Batonia, what do I your mind? No, everyone. Don Mahama Winnie was song, Becky and Woman Nancy, Hong Kong, Question Antechi, Bribery, GPS, YV, was 15 million contaminated weather, but
Bawumia wahe, Walla Yane, wooden trust are no Franyame, and with Wonyane, Wobin Tenimame, debate Media Multimillane, Bogun Numa, we see you, clearing agent, you do good, Cathedral, then for heaven, found online, get a green book, your achievement, SHS, yeah, exams, no answers, appointment, ex-girlfriend, yeah, you are mine, Abandoned dear Mama, so one tears here, the other, I thought so be back. And you win your win, yes, sir. I wanted dear Mama, so when tears here, the other, I thought so be bo, and you win your win, yes, sir. Mama, I wanted dear Mama.
Debate, Bobo, debate the dead, debate Oludade, debate Manchester the dead, debate. Nanado Dan Kwekufuado. Debate the Oya Denya Obeye. Okay, so the show is in 4 segments. The first segment, I'm going to say hello to the family. Quickly today, we have lots and lots of things to talk about today. We have so many things to talk about today. So I'll be doing the hello and all that very, very, very quickly. After that, we do the social media segment, which is also going to be very, very short today because we need to go straight and do the scandal. After that, I am going to do my editorial of the day. In fact, after this scandal, there will be no editorial. The editorial is a scandal of the day, and after that, I'm going to open the phone lines briefly for people to call in. When I say people, the family watching me. Let me say hello to a few people on who are online right now on YouTube and on Facebook, and then quickly we can do the do Hazakes, right? Do Hazakes. How are you guys doing there? Susu Idris is watching me live on Facebook. Zaria is on YouTube. Zaria Abdullah is on YouTube. Moeba is on YouTube. Kevin Yasel is on YouTube watching us. Eunice Norman is on Facebook. Gladys is here. Zaria Abdullah is on YouTube. Na Lamle is first watching us on Facebook. Wink SK is on YouTube. Nella is on YouTube. Grace Omal Keita Ibrahim Tanko is on Facebook. Semi Smith is on Facebook. Prof is on Facebook. Raina Yakubu is on YouTube. Nalamle Odati Lamte is on Facebook. Doreen Saki on Facebook. Grace is on Facebook. Yakubu is on Facebook. Haj Ahmed is on Facebook. Vicky Hammer is also watching us live on Facebook. Joshua Lesu Bwedu is also watching us live on Facebook. Nesta Brown is on Facebook. Josh Connor is on Facebook. Francis Nete is watching us live on Facebook. Ebenezer King, Ebenezer, Francis, Patrick Ingetia, how are you doing? Say you're on Facebook. Nuruddin is here. Richard is here. Gentleman is also here. Josh Connor is watching us live on Facebook. It's running so quickly. Nimrom is also watching us live on YouTube. Raina Yakubu is back on YouTube. Mahamadou Ahmed Amadou is also watching us live. Mary Kuma is watching us live on YouTube. Kumi Labi is on YouTube. Victor Amwabil is on YouTube. Jerry Dick is on YouTube. Celestine Arthur is on YouTube. Razak is on YouTube. Ben Ashavin is also on Facebook. Josephine Amese is on Facebook. Eric Austin Bimpon is watching us live on Facebook. It's blazing everywhere. Josephine Amese is watching us live. Kevin Morfire from William. Mary is back on YouTube. Judith Kuma is on YouTube. Michael Yusuf on YouTube. Thank you very much for being part of the show. The family, I love you guys, and I know you guys love me. How is my lovely Sandra Hetika and Richard Kofiago? How are you guys doing? I love you guys so much on YouTube. Thank you very much for being part of the show. My name is Kevin Ekobedi Taylor. Today we're doing the greatest scandal, one of the punches. I told you I'm going to release 10 scandals. 10 scandals. Every scandal is going to take 100,000 votes. I am telling you this. And the scandal, people have to come out. It's actually dedicated to Freddie Blay. I'm going to list the names. If you know any of these guys, tell them that Kevin Taylor is calling them to the table. They need to come because today, men will be boys. Ken Oforiata's name is going to be in here. Yao Osafmafo should come and watch the show. Petroleum Authority boss, you also have to come here and watch. BNI boss, come here and watch. National Security boss, come here and watch the show. Commissioner of Customs is also supposed to be, and his assistant, he's also supposed to be Operations Director, Jubilee House, Lord Comey. I need you here. If you know all these people, call them and tell them Kevin Taylor says that there's some roll call happening here and people have to come and answer questions. This show is actually dedicated. It is dedicated to the boss, the commissioner, GRA Customs Division, Colonel Kojo Damwa. If you know Kojo Damwa, please let him know that today he's wanted here. Also, I would like you guys who know this guy. His name is Michael Entry. Michael Entry, this guy, if you know him, tell him that I said he should be on this show right now. Michael Entry, he used to be a personal assistant to the finance minister, Ken Oforiatta. Michael Entry, anyone who knows him, I know he has fallen out with Ken Oforiatta for some specific reasons. I'll explain so many things today. Today, we're going to speak truth to power. Remember, here we deal with documents. Here we deal with facts. Yembo Esremun Kabibia, Hayankuta document na Yankasa. We have gone deep. We went to Cote d'Ivoire, we went to Nigeria, and then we ended at Ghana Port. This is a solid piece. This piece is in 2 segments. This is the part 1. Yenwie Japa, Yenwie PDS, midway Piemoso. I say Yenwie Japa, Yenwie PDS, midway so ebe Piemosunde. The reason why this show is going to be in part 1 is because me person set a trap with the commissioner, and I'm going to dare him today. I'll give him 1 week. If he doesn't come out, I'll tell him what I have to tell him, and I'll show the world. Because me person no can numun and he is the commissioner, GRA, customs boss, the whole Ghana. I'm going to dare you today, Colonial. Yes, Damwa, I am going to dare you today, and you have to answer. You have a PRO a department at Ghana Customs. They need to come out and answer these questions after I'm done with this part 1. If they don't, boss, trust me. My name is Kevin Ekoberu Taylor. No bagawaya. I keep telling you people, if you people have anybody to blame, go and blame Kennedy Japan. Or then starting to we one of the Kennedy Japan started this fight. You remember when the housing minister Atachian started signing dubious contracts, and I talked about it in Germany. That is where it sparked everything. But some catch say, move. If you have anybody to blame Kennedy Japan or no, and Manatija. Now the scandals are going to be more than ever. I told you people, 10. My bus scandal on the board, my packet container, me say, 1 beer takes 100,000. 1 scandal beer will take 100,000 votes, and it's a promise to the President of the Republic of Ghana. Nana Dankwe Kufuor, good evening. Good evening to the ex-president. Jerry John Rawlings, good evening, sir. Good evening to the Janton Giant, right? Mr. Kufuor, ex-president Kufuor, and good evening to John Dramani Mahama. Good evening to the king of the Ashanti. Good evening to my dad. Good evening to my mom. Good evening to family. Good evening to friends. Good evening to loved ones. Good evening to the people I cherish, show, man. Good evening to Ghana. This show is with all due respect, extended version. Let's go straight to the social media segment. Our first story today on the social media segment, we're going to be doing things very, very, very quickly because, man, today we are doing a lot of things. All right, let me take this guy off. I'm going to bring his picture back again. If you know that guy, I have his phone number here. I can actually give you guys his phone number. Michael, what's his name? Michael Entry. Yes, Michael Entry. In fact, if you people are trying to find him, let me get you his phone number. You guys should call him and tell him I'm on air. I can't do this. Okay. I mean, Michael Sechi. His name is Michael Sechi. Thank you very much, producer. Thank you very much, ghost producer. His name is Michael Sechi. He used to be a personal assistant to Ken Oforiatta. They've fallen out. This is his phone number. If you know him right now, call him and say, Kevin Taylor says, watch the show. Watch the show, because he is the main person who was able to make this happen. And I'm dedicating this show to him. Michael Entry. Michael Sechi. All right, this is his phone number. Media, I don't like saying things behind people. It's always good when they know that Kevin is doing the thing and they are watching. So this is phone number +233 if you're in Ghana. 233 +233 24352147. Let me say the Ghana way. 0243 521478. If you know Michael Sechi, Flagstaff House, he used to be at the Flagstaff House. I heard he's not there. If he's still there, call him right now. The number is 024-352-1478. 024-352-1478. Today we are doing the show together. We're going to be doing a lot of things today. Right? And the King Kong that. Let's see. Obianda. All right. I hope people got the number. If you got the number, just put it on the screen on Facebook, whatever. Anyone who knows him should call him and say, Kevin Taylor says that he should watch this show, because I did a story with this guy and I'm so proud and so honored to tell him to be part of the show. Let's go straight to our social media segment. 0243521478. Michael, yes, get Michael there and tell him to watch the show. Let's do our first social media story. So I like this story so much. Oh, not this one. Where is the first social media story? Oh, where did it go? Okay, I can't find it. Oh man. All right, let's move on. Okay, so this is our first social media story. And as you can see, Ghana Defense Minister Dominic Ntiwo donate Ludu to the youth in his constituency. 6 million. This weekend I was playing Ludu with my daughter, and Jack, be ban on Tiasia, but near boy snake and sons. You know that one, the snake one. Obona now wana ka no abasa no beto 6 milidu. Yes, milidu. So this year the defense minister say Momboludu. I obeko talk moto amombo ko okada na ye be register okada na ye be train you no mo twi okada na aboa okrum for no ludu no akoto mo. And if you do a pito na beto abesi so omoboludu na no mo yemu job kakra na omakoko boludu na ka ho. And the topito can win. A whole defense minister, you see, and this is funny. I just wanted us to talk about it. I'm just going to brush it away. But Ludu Nyan Kurankura Ludu, na Ludu Nekufu Ado Bosso. Hey, tesi idea. Yeah, tesi idea. About for boxer shorts, na wakona na boasi ho. Na imagine some boxer shorts pa na si hona na picture boho. For more for nana. I sweat more for nana. In tesi idea Ludu 6 million, 7 million. Defense minister. Into now, I'm even shy to. Yeah, this is terrible, man. Terrible. Ludu, Milidu. Woman, number 10 year catch say yes. We they spent $2 million. You will see, you'll be here next month. They'll come and tell us it's $2 million. Ludu, the Japanese Ludu. Say yes, see cathedral and Yakoto Boba Israel by $4 million. Now Ludu na open Jeffy. You go find the Japan there, but Ludu the soon as penaka. Na more for na alarm be wo ho. They near boy Snake and Sons. When Snake and Sons or one in the bar. I remember to me boy could do number 88. No, one I come number better number 80, 17. Number Safwa, number could do number 72. No, one I come Jack. Believe you, right? That's where our politics is now. Let's move forward to our next social media story. The next story is this. So the bogus na mwa bruchina. But someone see the Kevin Taylor akabida. I been see that me say bogus mu a hypocrite. Mo pa munku mo ho. Bogus mu ye hypocrite monsesa ye nyina ye benya ekuro ni beye na pesa me catch them bogus mu ye hypocrite mo fa tribalism ne nto nchen na mo kanokre ye nyina ye ho betoye. I am telling you, I'm never going to stop saying this. Bogus in America, bogus in Germany, bogus in London, wherever you people are hypocrites. Mombre mu hwase na mon kanokre ye kanokra na fie beye ye nkofie na afie nkohu se ekwan na sei nsuo mba light ni dundum ni asaba abrucha beka se ye de fie tan o de na ekos da be mo kanokra me minja mo nyi problem bia ba mo kanokra dia na sebi o ebimo age minim dia na meka jimi na kire mo and I'm being honest with you. Today I saw so many people saying things on social media. Kevin Taylor the dia the time do ja me board am me so we are the pa me min kan wasem you steady me ana. Me, I only deal with idiots too. When you are smart, you are intelligent, you are doing the right thing. Why do I have to come and talk about you? No. I mean, I respect her so much, but mommy, Mr. Wa, me too, a day here. I am a say, Atem didn't go for me, media me or tree and come at me. I Kevin Taylor, they didn't tell me any sort of 3. I know be able to jack a crap a see that. I make catch them no. I will be coming after you people. Do the right thing, especially so our bloggers now. Sebi Martin Tamon that dia margin kete some bema no. I am one betting kakranka margin kete some bema margin is a screwdriver and I'm with Germany na Jimmy. Mon look at the issues now yan can Ukrainian queen. It's massa when Jimmy why yan can have some right. So flying to Accra, these are the things you have to go through before you can fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if I can get this right, let me see if I can read this to you, Jack. So you documents at home. Test COVID-19 at any accredited lab not more than 72 hours before your scheduled departure. In terms of about guys, mobile Ghana and making sure what test it within 24 hours or so to be true. Now me see what the mumu be that. Now about step 2 no test results must be negative. Must have positive be anko Ghana. Test results must be negative. You do not need a negative PCR test result if you travel out of Ghana and return within a week. Okay, let's keep it there. The third one says, wear a face mask at all times at the airport when you disembark. And a ritual, you have to do that. Ghana for the fourth one you have to do to come to Ghana here. All persons must take a mandatory COVID-19 test on arrival. Into draw there, dole. Test result should be ready in 30 minutes. And no one some the can see better than poison. The third point, number 4, as I said, you need the result to proceed to the immigration desk. That is it. The fifth one will say, you will have to pay $150 for your PCR test. Use the Stanbic Money Wallet, multi-currency, a Stanbic credit or debit card, and any other card to pay. cash payment is also acceptable. Thank you very much for being part of Ghana Airways, your number one choice to West Africa. It sounds like Ghana Airways ad, right? Ghana Airways, your number one choice to West Africa. And I'm saying Nkra who are below 5 years are not part of this. Let me ask you one simple thing. Nipa sen we wiasia omawo Nkra 3 years, omunyina below 5 years. But the ana nkofo yi ebeso biom adwunu mu. Mesi nipa dodo sen na onim oma omawo Nkra omo 4 kids omunyina below 5 years. No. It means so the Nkra 3 ba the probability say and yet I won't have 4 a boom one day. Actually, I won't have 4 boom one day. Now, Mr. Daben who will be our own Nkra different 3 and 4, I mean 5 under 5. It doesn't work. It's almost some chance on Bejamo. Bogus, Omo Bejamo. And the way who she Omo Bejamo. So I just wanted you people to know the schedule you have to. And I will be also tested 24 hours before. Ghana na man says heaven. All right, let's move forward. The next social media story is this. Egypt Aviation Ministry announces all passengers can take PCR test for just $30. $30. Egypt for some of $30. Oh. Ghana for some $150. Now Ghana for PCR test no minim say a bucket to me and now kwa na bucket to me so you know so and say ye ba be minim si be Ghana for the netie. Ebi Ghana for PCR na bento mu ne wo into kwa that bento na show hwinum na emia bento na atwe de wo hwinum ne akwa ni ahwe because Egypt is taking $30. Ghana nko agi $150. Me I am the messenger. I'm just going to come tell you what is in the news. Into Egypt for say 30, Ghana say 150. Me say bogus. Some say man come asem biam, but meka, but you bet jemo rough. Bogus. Me say muti kroma e bi krampon this $150. $150 in a week before. Oh, kwa kutuya saying 150, wono mba miensa, yes, mba no, making sure say mba nyina e below 5. Oh, papa penyi pa 18 years, as well 5 4 years, 11 months. I wonder who say yes. Boga, inti the issue, let me no credit make catch bogus, make catch them. All right, let's move on to the next social media story. The next social media story is this. Noguchi clashes with government over cost of antigen test. You see, there's the problem I have with Noguchi and those like Ghana Medical Association, Ghana Health Service. You people are supposed to come out boldly and say the truth and speak truth because Abani Bunipano, Abani Bu citizens. Noguchi, you know the government is one way or the other cheating. The government is just taking money from the people for no reason. You people have to issue a statement, an emphatic statement. Now one can say, hey, Ghana buying, this is out of coverage area because nobody is taking this amount of money. Now I've heard it say almost they should show how the test is and to prove to Ghana for say why they are taking the $150. I don't know PCR no using or Egypt I don't know the kind of PCR you're using or Ghana. It is shocking. I don't know, and nobody seems to be worried because a Kufuor na president because what can you say because umuade o can you say because what did you be atam Ghana and Kwana to what do you mean yes umuade I penny to me cancer oh so what do you mean yes umuade I will come some game Ghana to say are you talking to me yes umuade obi ye concern say you are being silly yes umuade there's a Ghana de bibia umuade in Ghana obi umuade what people say what do you mean yes umuade. Do you know me? Umwade. In say where the pen pa ne mon kan Ghana kru no. Monte brofo na se ana say Johnsons na yemo. Into obi sorry na Kevin tell Umwade sit down and analyze the statements. Now what you abrochesa for a long time because you are being silly we did what them. Or because you are being ignorant we did what them. Well, or because the government is taking very and silly decisions we did the government at them. It's a problem. You are reading meanings into even the language or be language. Muna mpesa mo check asanasi. Inti yusu kasabeng. Masa, ombejimo, intimide me catch them. They will take you. Ombejimo. Pay 14,000 ghost teachers in 15 days or we will advise ourselves, teachers to GES. And when you follow it up, when you read the story, it says leaders of teachers unions across the country have said they will advise themselves if the management of the Ghana Education Service, GES, does not pay some 14,345 teachers and workers of the service whose names were deleted from the payroll. A joint press statement issued by the Ghana National Association of Teachers, GNAT, National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, and Coalition of Concerned Teachers, Ghana, CCTGH, on Tuesday, 1st September 2020, said the teachers are also displeased Yes, because their salaries for the past 3 months have not been paid, even though they worked throughout the period, describing the situation as unacceptable. The teacher unions have given the GES, the Ghana Education Service, a 15-day ultimatum to fix the anomaly, or we have no other alternative than to advise ourselves. That's how they ended it. But Yetihana, na Pobekache say, arrest bieno, ye teachers from Kankrang to Kankrang. Today, the teachers are out. 14,000, over 14,000 teachers. Yentuomoka. And they are forcing the delete bidin because yempese accountant general and pese Ghana for be who say or the car into by force. Yeah, man for pension by force. That is the issue. 14,000 teachers, so they've not been paid. They are all working in Ghana today. But Yenyesika, Eddie Yen Yamahunu, Oko Kansi because of Muadie. And I can tell her the Muadie, and I would do a messy. Dear Namaka or Ghana, and I didn't Namaka me show no so a bin sida or bin kebu or Ghana. One country, Namin Kebium. Me say where the band may use so show you be that Ubin Kebida, Canada Japan Kebida, Abronya this in Kebida, where the band may use a chairman want to mean Kebida, where the band may use so high for Kebida, one country may mean use be. I then I'm a hypocrite, sir. That is the problem I have with you people. Where the band and Macau me show so me say Ubin Kebida or Ghana politics in one country me, mean Kebium. One country me. 14,000 teachers have not been paid. And so the economy is grocery. The economy is the economy is the best. Everybody is doing it. 4 more for nana, teacher for comediomo, teacher for twatiti, almost one shit. Untia teachers or say maybe more pay the teachers well, and then they can afford their own food. Oh, how they say, Mr. President, and by force they be opposite of defense, because midfield if you about your wing player. Oh, how they saying by force to force, you are Santini break. Teacher for the deal, so mo di kusua ba kwato so. Ma mo pay, ti omo ka no man ko pay duane di omo yankora. Teachers, are they kids? And who even told you say no pay teacher bi pe kwankwan edi, ana pe jollof edi, ana pe pasta edi. Almost see they are matured people, pay them what they have, their work for their work, and they will go find their own food. And ya buy and you with Juma so be feed the teachers. 14,000 people are jobless now. The hypocrisy is too much. But you never bread teacher for most of bread. Someone kind of create. You have to go out there and demonstrate. The Kufuado on Wednesday will catch sword for the construction of the biggest market in Ghana. A good word of a compete you, KJT market. Namusha market no, a San Siro, a good word, or bet your Photoshop or rebel. Me say a ban with home, or bet me kun Photoshop, or combo, what are out with that? Oh, San Siro no makotam, and I'm the base so at the biggest market in Takrade. Oh, here vote to Takrade. Make room plentiful. Takrade for Mama Mumbe Jimmy Mo. Me say, time at Takrade girls no crowd we and 3 girls, 3 citizens, Ghanaians, Omuiano. A good for them point man free Akram, but Takrade and who family no, and console your man can say, you know what? I am very, very sorry this had to happen to your family. I am very sorry we have lost Ghanaians. Nana the Dan Kufuado went to Takrade or he drove past these people. Ni pana kada so be wa besi oba besi San Siro or Takrade ama obesi market inti yambonjin so ye Kufuado ya ibida also besi GMPC or we need election 2016 GMPC headquarters and they have no be trust sort na or say obesi the biggest market there and yeah trust sort do ya that means say we did 76 4 years na count next we did 80 ja boy calculation you 4 years no ye see GMPC do ya another 4 years 84 Odu Mogabi zone mu ano no na say the case na hunya Jack San Siro munya Takrade for mutum adwunim Ekufuado San Siro no akotam picture na be show Photoshop right just say obesi the biggest market in Africa unim the this biggest market do you know what means in Kukobo go see biggest market Takrade for more loose guard more on your belly yeah Ekufuado is lying to you people this man went to Takrade girls say we went to me pan family ni ho he does not care. I said, well, they be I'm for this. I hate Kufuado. I don't. He does not care. Takrade girls who we see Jankroma and Kaka born kuna. I just say kebe fly your flags ni low. Kufuado ba Jankroma nanka sebi obi kura mpo nyem na yehu be ma na onyem na anka the whole Ghana anka national security house to house. E hwe be ma na onyem Kufuado ba na wanje no. And come say house to house be a kebehwe wan ekwanyi be Kufuado ba no hey me hwe on yan a beauty the beast so there there yan hwe shoe size yan hwe shoe size I check length size is okay o machine user I o blogger be o jebe betuma ko hwe the shoe size o shoe size we there o body so utika kraka adwe dem kitikiti I dey say obema so you be hwe na nka waste of time Obesi market. Wako San Siro Photoshop rather bet takrade for. Now you takrade for Majimi. You takrade for I say. They are not stupid. Takrade. Me see, GMPs now caso obesi no first 6 months would we need 2017. Ebesi there. GMPs the car bubro. What time GMPs is come out here? What time am I watching? And no more discano. Yes, and I'm going to say it. It's on record because you gave those GMPC monies to wife Rebecca and to Ochihine. Today you see what is happening. GMPC on work that ho. What's our cat attack for the BBC GMPC headquarters? Now must be the biggest market. Now we see Kukubu be the biggest market. We could afford in Kukubu ba Kukra won't see it. Also be the biggest market. Na agent there Belana. Yeah, nya belle demo. We come to some fantiful. Mun tie me na mun hu say Jack. Man on kind of crap. Or your president on kind of 419 Kufuado is a 419 president on kind of crap obi timo. On yashi mun dogeno on yashi mun ko enim on kind of crap Kufuado on kind of crap mun dogeno. All right. The next story is this. It's unethical. Martin Amidu on Opoko Ajiman's working with Rawlings forward on that book, Ahoy's book. He said Martin Amidu no. Media minya yanka mumo box pa chobox kesire de ko SS ni bi no. Na nka mo mfa ni hyem. Na mode ni hyem na mode pan no be 50 pesos bi atum. Na masa de pure water. Enya peyi no, penyi de mo chechira na mode ba kwa atum mo sili. Na mode na sie po no so na enso ne de ne ko. Martin Amidu sana nka oso mo ye no. Ghana for. Me se Martin Amidu anka mo china. Mo nyen bibia mo boja no white chapel na ehye no na mabobɔ chobox kese pa na matamo no na mo de na si chobox no na mabu pan no be 10 Ghana bi sugar bread mo manye sugar bread dia aton foforo na mo mia dia ehye kaka no mia na ekitikiti sei na adwo ben sei so na mo de atum na mo de insuo penyi de no OG de no na mo de ba kwa kan no na mo de prego 6 inches abobom na mo da kwesi Labadi beach ne so na insuo de ne kɔ useless. You've not done your job. You've not been able to arrest anybody. I'm not even saying go and arrest. You've not even to conduct any investigations to force the Attorney General to even push the case to court to. Unchi kotre. Kodwa awo so kwa me na awo ibuka wa chro ne Rollins Sekono. E na kwa ho Jim Jane Martin Amidu. And Jim Jane. We don't need you there. Nobody cares about Rollins na awo in talk. I don't care. Ghana people don't care. Me say J.J. Rawlings himself, when people were being beaten in the Volta region, did you hear him speak? Who's supposed to speak for Rawlings? What kind of muade for what? If you can't stand up for your people, who should stand up for you? Inti Martin Amidu den kamo chini say na national box no mo dey say produce no call. Baby wako be on common fa no. We don't need man. He can't do anything. Akoya has been drawing salary. Your man sika or GPay every 30 days. Incentives wo ho. Wo gidi nyina di. Time be man special prosecutor no twi Yamaha moto. Petro Krontumi Tobi and there or to forerunner Munipa because Sebio Yen Nipa na Tigana no Sebio ye nim de pe. Way I was saying come off Pamon a long time. But this is the situation. Okobusa president is here now for MPP communicator between we have fulfilled our promise. The Martin Amidu Dubai to do what? To pay him, to feed him. At the end of the day, what has he done? It is all about results. It is all about results. If we don't get the results, why should we keep paying the person? Nanda what obi buka watra for obi ho amokon toko ene wakwa ho Jim Jane me se mo box kese pa mo fa pa no sugar bread ntum na mo fa pure water old one penyi back na mo nsili na mo kan tie pono so no nko wo de shark bi chere nwe no eye than to waste our money for no reason and nobody is speaking, nobody is saying I didn't say anya mahama time and I meka kopim say yesu beba because anya 10 in a time e ku for the time to na me koka I una me koka se kon for penyi ne se call. Okay, so and Kevin is insulted. You see, you see any attempt. You see, they are sacred in heaven. Heaven is still and you accountability and Sanyaba. You get what I mean? Martin Amidu does not deserve to be there. I'm telling you, today we have lots of things to do today. I'm not going to waste my time on somebody like Martin Amidu. Martin Amidu or no. Jack, Statistical Service announces recruitment and pre-certification of trainers for censuses. The issue. This story, I'll be doing this story this week. Some group, they have contacted me that they did some job for the government. Almost census job in my government last year or something. They have not been paid. And I'm saying this, and I'm going to do this story. I think tomorrow I'll find the story and let you know. They have not been paid. Now, some they did. I'm sorry, I don't have it here, but there's a group. The government of Ghana on agriculture and all that. Until date, those people have not been paid. Census in Ghana. And then they almost say, another set. That's what they do every day. Tomorrow I'll give you the fact, I'll give you the document for you to know. Go for mama juma omunti but almost had another one se kwa gum. This government does not pay. This government just want cheap side. Government why is a third division team? Play crampa person rob bear so rob deep spray or the deep heat spray or because keep it. Player ni come and suddenly you use deep spray no. I almost said this government has said third division team. Just say we here wow. We say third division team player to me pra. Yet me Bobby Hana na haswa na you know or the doctor na den sabe so no akofa a coin ba akono that so the me so this spray could rob or own use because budget ni so. This is the kind of government we have today. Our priorities, last end I say priorities here elections. Elections. That is the government we have today. So I'll do this story tomorrow, and remind me, I'm going to do this. Court to ascertain whereabouts of Fancourt landlord. This guy is gone. He has disappeared. You remember this guy shot some young musician. This landlord. And court, the family of the deceased. Catch court and say, Akwana, oni prison cell obium, oni waira. This is your Kufuado Ghana today. This is your Kufuado Ghana. The guy is gone. You don't know where he is. You might say, or your old bugger was there, or your current bugger was old bugger. He's gone. This is the Kufuado's government. This is the Kufuado's MPP. Are you beans? Obia your pay. Me say family ni so mu hu akwa we kunipa no wayira. Me say mumbusa Musa Ahmed Swal investigations no. How far? JB Danko investigations no. How far? Mumusa say investigations Ahmed Swali especially investigation how far with Ahmed Swali's investigation yachi obi ya can be chirema mama ya me say punching neighbor punching tree etu anyonko ho etu adu me say ada omudi bedi wo no ontina Facebook ontina blogging site no so embedi di Kevin Chelata obun say ya I am telling you the truth boga jane every cell Medrao he shot somebody point blank and so the police was ayira ye hu no. Nobody is going to be held accountable for anything. Oh, can't see because and I say we do be at them. You say you see the issue? It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous, and it doesn't make any sense. Where is the guy? All right, so that is it for the social media segment. I know, sir, I'm will have all because they are waiting for the scandal of the day. We are going to be doing the scandal. This is the scandal of the day, the MT Randall fuel scandal. MT Randall fuel scandal. And after this short break, we're going to go straight to the show. Remember, this show is sponsored by Roselia Home Care. Roselia Home Care. Roselia Home Care, a non-medical home care provider in Ghana. Roselia, they are in Ghana. In fact, say, Nuebi, Wankasa, Oma, Mibi, Peninibi, or you're from stroke, arthritis, Ubia, or you're from diabetes, the movement, nice slow kakra, Uhi Obimana Buan Wufia, so Mukakra, help and all that. They have the professional touch. Roselia, they are there to give you that professional touch. They will come to you, they will help your mother, especially bogus na sebi imagine wofina mo hwemo da hwemo ma me ofie no mo hwemo busuafo bi ofie na ebia omanyini omuntumi move kese obi or stroke or recover obi adampe mache. Roselia is the place to go. I'll give you their phone number, but before that, just watch this short ad from Roselia. All right, that was Roselia Home Care. They are our main sponsors. With all due respect, main sponsors here, Roselia Healthcare. Their number is 202-7730382. 202-7730382. Roselia Healthcare, they'll bring you everything you need when it comes to helping out the sick. In fact, not really the sick, people who are recovering also from some kind of sickness like stroke, arthritis, diabetes, and all that. Roselia, call them They will help you. Also, you have to understand this show is sponsored by Ben Braco's production house. It's a production house that is putting Ben Braco on the world market. Ben Braco, everybody knows Ben Braco. He has a new song coming up on the 5th of September. Adoma. It's coming on it's going to be launched on the 5th of September. In fact, if you've not watched Adoma, go on YouTube and go watch Adoma. It's the latest from Ben Braco. The production house that's behind this is called onlinemediaproductions.org. www.onlinemediaproductions.org. They are involved in everything. They live in the United States of America. I've been to their studios in New York. I've been to their studios in London. These guys, they know what they are doing. They have the best production team. So if you want these guys to help you in your production, everything, videos, whatever, music video, whatever, production, organization of events, these guys, go check them out on www.onlineproductions.org. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version Scandal Day. Let's go straight to our scandal of the day. All right. Obia down. Obia share documents they say you adaka baku. Documents plenty. Let me tell you this. After the show, I'm going to publish this on loudsilenceradio.com. You can also go on WhatsApp News, and they're also going to publish this for you to see the details. We don't hide anything from anyone. These documents will be on WhatsApp News, actually, and it's going to be also on loudsilenceradio.com. They're all going to be watermarked so that you know that it's coming from the right source. Let's do this. Now, this show, as I said earlier on, that if you know the commissioner, GRA Customs, his name is Colonel Kojo Damwa, please call him and tell him Kevin Taylor is going to do a scandal. His name is in here. Deputy Commissioner, GRA Customs, his name is Bob Senyala. He is deputy to the commissioner himself. If you know this guy, to call him and tell him that Kevin Taylor is also talking about him and that he should be here. This show, if you know Freddie Blay, the MPP chairman, tell him that Kevin Taylor is doing a scandal on oil. He should show up here. Ken Ofuriata should show up. Yaosaf Mafo should show up. Petroleum Authority Board, he should also show up here. BNI boards should also show up here. National Security Boards should be here. Commissioner of Customs, as I already said, his assistant and himself, they all should be here because this is where we speak truth to power. All right. Right now, Ghanaians, let's do this. For some time now, we've been having problems over problems when it comes to our oil and how we are managing our oil and how we are making money. I've done a couple of scandals on how Gabi Asarchidakon entered into our oil fields in behind Acre Energy to, in fact, buy blocks and sell it out and all that. So you have to understand that when it comes to oil and Ghana issues, it's a big deal. Now, something is happening, and it's been happening for almost a year and a half now. I was contacted by my colleagues in Nigeria. We work all over the place, you know. We have people all over the place. So I have one colleague journalist in Nigeria who called me one day and said, Kevin, there's something happening. You need to follow up. And I was like, what is happening? And he said, I think your government is smuggling oil into Ghana illegally and that you have to look into this. And I was like, this is big. And he's like, yeah, the last consignment that was in Ghana was about $10 million. And I don't think that oil is in the books of Ghana. The country did not make a dime from that. But before that, he had sent me some documents of about 16 ships. Ghana offloading oil on the blind side of Ghanaians. And normally what the government of Ghana does is, you don't see the story now disappear. You know, but he told me, he gave me some guidelines to follow and that I can trace. So he was doing his part all the way in Nigeria thereabouts. And then I was also picking up from it. So I called my boys. I called my intel because this is a very difficult one. We need to, with all due respect, get into people's phones. There were some names that popped up, so we had to find our way to listen to calls, to listen to conversations that concerned the kind of oils and vessels coming to Ghana. So we set our team up, and then we started working. We've been working on this story for over 3 to 4 months now, and I think finally it is here. In fact, remember that this story is in 2 segments. We have the first segment I'm doing today, part 1. The part 2 will come with audios, whereby you will hear people who are in power, the top, negotiating on behalf of Jubilee House that some things should be allowed to. So today we are just going to touch on the part one, because I want some people up there to come out and speak. Me, I like to give people second chances. I like to give people the room to also say their part, so that when I come out, I told you, you remember PDS, I gave Gabi Asorochidako, Bamti, and Stephen Ayensu, I gave them a lot of time for them to come out and clear themselves, meaning it got to a point they couldn't clear themselves, and I made Ghanaians know the audio. When they ask me where I got that audio, that is my job. That is what I do. That is how I enter places and get it for you Ghanaians. My job is risky, but I risk my life to get you audios, videos, for you to know what is really happening. This time we have broken the jinx again. We have been able to enter into some places to get some documents, to get some audios. And even the people we got this audio from, they have no idea. We are working from the United States of America. They are catching for. But you don't need to be in Ghana or to be in Senegal to get information. You can be everywhere in the world. All that you need is a trusted team. All that you need is a trusted team. If you have a trusted team, no matter the information, the last time I catch Kufuor said there's something on his desk, he should not sign it. And I keep telling these politicians and Jubilee House, say, if the president trusts people in the Jubilee House, there are some people who trust me more than the president because they are patriots. And I want to tell all these people I've mentioned their names to say, if you people trust people around you, those people around you trust me more than they trust you. We are talking about issue of trust here. We are not just kidding here. We are doing serious stuff. The issue we are going to talk about today, we are talking over 50,000 liters of fuel. 50,000 liters gone. We are talking about over $10 million, people taking over $10 million every month because some vessels are going through Ghana and being shielded. Today, we are going to show you memos. I'm going to show you details. I'm going to show you reports sent to officers, replied, and all that for you to follow the story. So if you're watching me now, just concentrate. Concentrate, because I'm going to take my time for you to see the coordination. I'm going to talk about 2 vessels today. We have about 8 more to go. But today, I'm going to talk about 2 vessels for you as a Ghanaian to sit back and analyze the issue and say, why did this happen and why did this happen? Then the answer should come from the middle. So if you're watching me today, just relax. Just take your time. Follow the conversation. As always, I'm going to take my time and break things down for every single Ghanaian to understand this scandal. All right, so there are some 2 vessels I'm going to talk about today. The first one is called MT Randall Laden. MT Randall Laden. MT Randall, R-A-N-D-L, Laden, L-A-D-E-N. Yes, MT Randall is one of the vessels. And the second vessel I'll talk about today is, let me get it right before somebody comes and say, Kevin, yeah, documents in the doors. All right, I'm talking about 2 vessels. The second one is Dende, D-E-N-D-E, Dende, 2 vessels. We are talking about 2 vessels today. Let's start with the MT Randall. Now, on the 6th of May this year, 2020, on the 6th of May 2020, let me get rid of this poster. Yeah, can you braba? If you have some food eating, kwaji fufu na betenase. A movie near Benquan J, never my quan gunchen. Ammonia Benquan here, a beans cacra, never beans cacragunchen, never. Oh, a Benqua de Acheso, Mamosomia brofuna more grass, no, I abrofun run, more moving run, you run over ya, or the falconer, Emma lettuce cacra, no ma tomato cacra, no ma a cacra, no that was not a so that's a pat, Munya boteca cacra. All right, so let's move forward. On the 6th of May 2020, this year, a vessel was arrested. That's how I have to say it. Let me break it down so that everybody will understand. A vessel was intercepted or arrested. Let's say that. Now, when the vessel was intercepted, it was a joint mission that 2 security agencies took to arrest this vessel. Yes, the Navy and the Ghana Maritime, they came together to do this operation, and they made sure they arrested this vessel on the Ghana territory. You know, Ghana, we have our own territory when it comes to on the sea. Ivory Coast, they have theirs, and Nigeria and all that. So in the Ghana territory, our friends at territorial waters, this vessel was arrested or it was intercepted. And remember, the name of this vessel is MT Randall. Now, this is what happened. On the 7th of May, that is the second day, 2020, the sector commander in Takoradi, because the vessel was intercepted in Takoradi, not in Tema. It was intercepted in Takoradi. And the sector commander in Takoradi actually wrote a letter to the commissioner, GRA Customs Division. And remember, the commissioner, you know his name already. Yes, Colonel Kojo Damwa. So they arrested on the 6th. On the 7th, he actually sent a report to the commissioner. Now, when he sent the report to the commissioner, this is what he wrote in the report. Let's take our time because there are some details in the report. If we don't follow, you might get confused. And I'll take my time to break things down for everyone to understand. So on the 7th, he wrote something to his boss. And this is what he wrote to his boss in that document. As you can see here, it says, I forward here, in fact, the subject line is interim report on apprehension of tanker ship MT Randall laden with petroleum product at the Takoradi Port Anchorage. And this memorandum, Custom Division Takoradi Collection. And this document is on record because the reference number of this document is TK/report/1. Go into their system and you find it. We are not making anything up. This is Journalism 101. We're going to show you the source. We're going to show you where it is. And this is a memorandum. And this letter or this document was sent from the sector commander in Takoradi. Yes, the sector commander in Takoradi to the commissioner, GRA Customs Division. Now, and you saw the caption there. Now, this is what it says. The first page says, I forward herewith an interim investigation report on the above mentioned subject for your study as investigation continues. Investigations so far has established that the vessel in question, MT Randall, was intercepted at the Takoradi port by officials of Ghana Maritime Authority and Navy at the Anchorage. That at that time of interception, the master of the vessel failed to report to the Commissioner General as required by law under Section 17 of the Customs Act 891. Additionally, the vessel was found to be laden with petroleum products. The vessel they found on sea in Ghana's territory around in Takoradi, around Takoradi, Navy for and the maritime for came together for that operation. They realized it had petroleum products in it. So that vessel had so much fuel in it. I'm going to tell you amount of fuel in that. Now, the master of the vessel failed to submit any manifest to customs at the time of the report. Meaning, when they arrested that vessel, the master, basically, let's say the captain, could not submit any official documents about the legality of that ship being in Ghana's waters and also the contraband or the items it's carrying. That is the fuel. From the facts gathered so far, there seemed to be an intent to smuggle the said petroleum product. And this is not coming from me. This is coming from the sector commander in Takoradi. He's writing to GRA, the commissioner of GRA. Now, when you go to the second page, it says this. Let's take our time because I have a reason why I am doing this. And these documents, ask them. That's what I'm saying. They have a PR department. They should come out after this scandal. They should come out because the part two there, audios, videos. I'm telling you what happened at the port. I'm going to break things down for Ghanaians to understand. The second page, it goes on to say, a meeting of stakeholders held yesterday, 6th May 2020, namely, now put these names in your head very, very well because they are the people who make the decisions. Says a meeting of stakeholders held yesterday, 6th May 2020, namely GRA Customs, Navy, NPA, that's the National Petroleum Authority, GMA, Ghana Maritime Authority, Marine Police, concluded that the customs together with NPA takes custody of the said petroleum product by pumping the fuel into tanks and placing their respective seals on it at a secured location whilst investigation continues. So when they seized this vessel and nobody came out to say they couldn't, the master could not provide any document to show say vessel way free him and pay Ghana waters, no, they seized it, and for some reason they decided to take out all the fuel in the vessel, and then each of the department I have stated, GMA, Navy, Marine Police, all of them, they put their locks on the fuel they will keep into fuel in a free tanker nima, a vessel nima, na ship nima, baby container no be all these departments they put their lock on it. Sene beya ba akuntimi be twa ba lock no be via fuel on nko. You get what I mean? That's why all the department I just mentioned, the security agencies I just mentioned, they all put their locks on it into Chabakwa. So before those containers will be open, it means a consensus, or all of them should be aware, say this should happen before that oil now your offload go container it happens. Now the second paragraph says the Ghana Maritime Authority representative intimated that the petroleum product posed a hazardous threat to the environment should the substance rickety vessel sink. So when they brought the vessel to the port, Takoradi port, Ghana Maritime for no boss say they don't see the vessel well. I just say oil name free ma. They need to offload the oil because ship doesn't look good. It might sink and it might cause a lot of havoc or environmental hazard. So oil ne gumno yeah offloading in. So it was part of the reason why I offloaded, and this is coming from the maritime boss. Now it goes on to say, at this juncture, although the owner of the cargo, one Ebenezer Eshon, we are looking for Ebenezer Eshon. He says he's the owner of the cargo. Remember, almost there was no document to show where the cargo was coming from or the vessel was coming from. There were no documents to show, say, why it's in Ghana's waters, where it is heading to. But suddenly, they say there's one person who says the vessel belongs to him, and his name is one Ebenezer Eshon, intimated that the vessel was bound for La Côte d'Ivoire. But there's something down there. There is no evidential proof of that. Because before somebody says this vessel was going to Côte d'Ivoire, you need to prove. I think say vessels before they move from their destination or their place of exits or whatever, there should be some documentations. There should be some documentation because a vessel carrying oil, no, I'll see who may be a free bar. But they did not tell us about where it is coming from, but they told us where it was going. And this is coming from the maritime people, coming from GRA, coming from the Takoradi sector manager. The investigation shows say it is going to Côte d'Ivoire, but where the ship or the vessel with that oil coming from there, nobody knows, and it wasn't stated anywhere. Now let's keep going. Follow. Consequently, the content of the vessel, that is the petroleum product, may be pumped out for assessment of duties and penalties to be levied. An additional report from the Customs Laboratory has indicated that the samples drawn for analysis have physico-chemical properties consistent with that of diesel. The base sediment water, that is the BSW, level of the samples were within the acceptable required of the standard for diesel. So it was purified fuel. That means it was clean fuel that could be used. Right? All right. So vessel no fuel and contaminated fuel from their own laboratory, it is clean fuel. It is clean fuel na vessel was carrying. Okay, let's go on. The report indicated that it is of acceptable quality. Now it ends by saying, accordingly, the owner has violated subsection 2F of section 121 of Customs Act 891 and the master of the vessel section 17 of Customs Act 891. This was signed by Gloria M. Farmer, sector commander. This was signed by the sector commander in Takoradi, and this is what they wrote as the investigation was going on. This is what they wrote to the GRA boss, the commissioner himself. Now, let me show you something. There was something we all have to understand. The commissioner, right, received another memorandum. And this one, it was from the assistant commissioner to the commissioner himself. And remember, that letter was sent to the assistant commissioner to send to the commissioner because they don't normally write directly to the commissioner. They write to his assistant. So the assistant also sends it up to the commissioner. And this was what was in the letter. And the date on that letter is the 11th of May. Remember, this letter I just read to you was on the 7th of May. The 7th of May. So it means just 4 days, they wrote another letter to the commissioner. And this is what's in the letter. Please, and the caption is interim report on apprehension of tanker ship MT Randall laden with petroleum product at the Takoradi Port, Anchorage. So they made it specific and clear. Now, as you can see, to commissioner from assistant commissioner, then the date is there, 11th May 2020. Let's go to the body. Now, in the letter, this is what it says. Please refer to the memo dated May 6th. Remember, this is the May 6th letter the guy was talking about, the one I just read, because he was trying to refer to the commissioner what they did on May 6th. All right. May 6th, 2020, from Sector Commander Takoradi on the above subject. Now, listen to this very well. From all indications, that vessel was intercepted by the Ghana Maritime Authority, GMA, with assistance from the Ghana Navy's Western Naval Command. The reason for the interception was on the grounds of non-compliance of GMA laws within Ghana's territorial waters, according to the acting investigators' unassigned report attached to the memo. It goes on to say the matter might have to be handled tactfully. He goes on to say it might be suggested, without admitting, that the vessel has in one way or the other breached some custom laws, regulations or requirements which might not be willful on the part of the master of the vessel. Note may be taken of the fact that the vessel was intercepted in the territorial waters of Ghana. It might not have been the master intentions to bring the vessel within the requirements of vessel coming to Ghana. Let me take this again. Note may be taken of the fact that the vessel was intercepted in the territorial waters of Ghana. It might not have been the master's intention to bring the vessel within the requirements of a vessel coming to Ghana. The customs law referred to apply to vessels coming to Ghana. If the vessel were actually passing to Côte d'Ivoire, there was no need to report as indicated by reference to the customs law. So this letter was trying to say, after the investigations, they said that the vessel was not actually coming to Ghana and that we were not supposed to, in fact, detain the vessel. But from what I read to you, they never also said where the vessel was coming from. But they were sure where the vessel was going. And that all that the investigations were trying to say, and they say, let the vessel go because the vessel wasn't coming to Ghana in the first place. But the issue is, when the vessel was arrested, there were no documentation showing where the vessel is coming from and where it was heading towards, until that Ashon guy came up to say that the vessel is for him. But I was surprised that nobody asked that Ashon guy. Yes, that Ashon guy. What's his full name? Nobody asked that Ashon guy. His name is Ebenezer Ashon. Nobody asked him, if this is your vessel, where is it coming from? Nobody asked him that question. Now, this is what happened. That's what I'm saying. Take your time and follow this very, very closely, because later, when I go to the next part, you will really understand. Ghana has arrested a vessel that contains over 50,000 liters of oil. Now, we don't know where the vessel was coming from and we don't know where the vessel was going. But the investigators are saying that we should leave the vessel to go to Côte d'Ivoire, because from some guy who came to tell them that the vessel was going to Côte d'Ivoire, it means that he is right. So we should let the vessel go to Côte d'Ivoire. Now, listen to this. The Navy also released a statement. And that statement, I am going to show you. This statement. And they said that release of tank ship MT Randall out of territorial waters of Ghana. So at the end of the day, after the investigation, the vessel was released by the Navy in Takoradi. That the Navy said the vessel should go because the commissioner, the GRA commissioner, the customs board said the vessel wasn't coming to Ghana. It was going to Côte d'Ivoire. So we should release it. Remember, the oil in the vessel, it has been offloaded. That oil that was sitting in that vessel, it has been offloaded. It has been taken out of the vessel. So are they releasing an empty vessel, or they are releasing a vessel with the oil or the fuel in it? These are simple questions you need to ask yourself. Are they releasing an empty vessel, or they are releasing a vessel that had the fuel in it. From all that we are seeing here, nobody stated in the memorandum that the oil that was pumped out of the vessel was pumped back into the vessel for the vessel to head to Cote d'Ivoire. And from our checks, from my checks in Cote d'Ivoire, no vessel by that name came to Cote d'Ivoire. That's what I'm saying. This is very complicated. Take our time, and then names will start coming up. The Ivorians said they didn't see anything like that come into their territory. MT Randall, never. Now remember that when this thing started, they said they offloaded all the oil. So when the vessel was being released, did they release the vessel with the oil, or they just release the vessel? Because anybody, any smuggler can just rent a vessel and put the oil in. But what we are looking at here right now, the most important thing we are looking at here right now is the oil. I don't care about the vessel. You can rent any car to go pick your goods. The car they will are on, but the goods is what we are talking about. So as we speak now, the over $10 million of oil, over 50,000 liters of oil is still sitting in Ghana, but the vessel is gone. Now somebody shows up and say, Ishon, it is my vessel. Now the vessel goes, we keep the oil. Where are we keeping the oil? Where is the oil? All right, so the Navy also comes out and release the vessel. And you can see from here, they said release of tank ship MT Randall out of territorial waters of Ghana. This is all in mail. I'm going to show you something. And when you read the letter, it says, reference to the above subject matter, I wish to draw your attention to directive from the Commissioner of Customs. So you have to understand that the boss himself has given a directive. And who gave the directive for the Navy to release the vessel? It is the Commissioner of Customs. And that commissioner's name is Damwa. Now, it is coming together. Somebody gave an order for the vessel to be released. The vessel to be released without the fuel in it. They just released the vessel. And who gave that order? It is the Commissioner of Customs, Damwa, Colonel Kojo Damwa. He gave that order per this document. And I'm going to publish it. If they say I made it up, they should come out and discredit me and say Kevin Taylor made it up. I'm working with international journalists. I'm working with serious investigative journalists. They are on the ground. See, let me tell you people. 10 million, about 15 of these vessels have come through Ghana. The vessels go away, the oil does not go. And I'm telling you, and I'm going to release all these things. And each vessel has about $10 million worth of oil in it. Now, this is what the boss himself did. He sent, so when you read it, it says, reference to the above subject matter, I wish to draw your attention to a directive from the Commissioner of Customs. I have been instructed by the Commissioner of Customs inter alia to release the MT Randall because it was not meant for Ghana, but rather for La Côte d'Ivoire. So the commissioner in his office, after investigation, not knowing where the vessel was coming from, yes, where it moved from to get into Ghana's territory or territorial waters, the commissioner said because some Asian came to say that the vessel is his, he has offloaded the oil and then released the vessel to Côte d'Ivoire. So why do you think somebody on our waters having oil in the vessel will just take his vessel away without the oil? Ask yourself why. Why will any businessman say that they have seized or they have intercepted my vessel full of 50,000 liters of oil and that they have offloaded the oil, but they've released my ship or my vessel to go to Côte d'Ivoire? But as we speak now, nobody knows where the oil is. Let's move on. The letter goes on to say, the commissioner further directed that I inform you, and remember, this letter is coming from the deputy commissioner. He has told his deputy, and remember, I'm telling you, these people are the names are very important to me. His deputy is Bob Sanyala. The commissioner himself, the GRA commissioner himself, I'm talking about Kojo Damwa, his assistant, who is his personal secretary too, is called Bob Sanyala. He is the one writing this letter to Navy to make sure that the vessel is released empty. But the oil, the oil has disappeared from the conversation, the memos, and these are serious memos nobody has set eyes on. These are documents that we need to push them to bring out if Kevin Taylor is making things up. And then he goes on to say, the commissioner further directed that I inform you that which I hereby do that the MT Randall be escorted out of Ghana's territorial waters by your outfit on its journey to La Côte d'Ivoire. So the boss himself was instructing the Navy, to escort the vessel out of Ghana to Côte d'Ivoire. But in the first place, we didn't even know where this vessel was coming from. From the investigation, we were not told who was bringing this vessel. We were not told who was on that vessel. We were told because the master did not show any direction where it's coming from, but we know where it's going. The final paragraph will say, for the avoidance of doubt, you may contact the Commissioner of Customs if you so wish. This is coming from Customs Deputy. I thank you and look forward to strong collaboration between our outfits. Please do not hesitate to contact the undersigned for further clarification on this matter. So, to make things easy, all that happened was a vessel was intercepted by Ghanaians, the Navy, the Maritime Authority, the police in Takoradi. Now, when the vessel was intercepted, it had over 50,000 liters of fuel in it. That vessel, MT Randall. And then what happened was that vessel, they said, the maritime people said, the vessel did not look good. The vessel looked like it was going to sink. The vessel, when they brought the vessel to shore, it was going to sink, and that all the oil in it, we have to offload it. And that will, at least when the vessel sinks, because it wasn't in a good shape. Now they offload all the oil, over 50,000 liters, over $10 million. And then suddenly the investigation is done. And when the investigation is done, they said, okay, the vessel is now good and fit to travel. Now, the vessel is not going to sink. So the Ghana Navy should escort this vessel to Ivory Coast. Remember, when this vessel was arrested, in the first document, they never stated where the vessel was coming from, who owned the vessel, until it came to Ghana for one Eshen guy, Ben Eshen, to show face and say, the vessel belongs to me. Yes, Ebenezer Eshen, to show his face and say, the vessel belongs to me. Now that is one. The vessel is gone. The oil is still in Ghana. Where is the oil? We're talking about 50,000 liters of oil. This is in May. This is just in May. So let's keep that. Let me tell you something again. Now, let's move to something else. I said today, take your time. If you're eating, relax. If you are watching me, take your time. You will know where we are heading towards. Now, just in June, another vessel was intercepted with another 50,000 liters of fuel in it. Just this June, another vessel was intercepted with 50,000 liters in that vessel. Now, see what happened with that vessel issue too. After that, we will take our time and I'll break some things down for you Ghanaians to understand. That's when I'll pose questions to some people and give them 1 week to come out before I start playing the audios and the videos. But I want them to understand that I know everything. I have been there. I know everything that is happening. We are talking about $10 million every month. Every month, over a year and a half, every month a vessel comes here with oil. The vessel leaves, we intercept it, and then that's it. And the oil is offloaded. The oil is in Ghana. $10 million. There are people in the Jubilee House who are pulling this off. And I'll show Ghanaians that we are not here, we are not playing. We are dealing with facts. We are taking our time to break things down for Ghanaians to understand. So all that I just read to you, and then is it all in May. And it was sanctioned by the GRA boss, Kojo Damwa. He made sure that the oil is offloaded and also the vessel leaves for Cote d'Ivoire. From our checks and investigations, no vessel went to Cote d'Ivoire. Where is the oil? That is the question. Put a pin in there and let's move forward. All right, the next one is this. So in June, 29th June, something also came up. There is a ship or a vessel also called Dundee. It also came to Ghana. So this is what happened. And when you see the document, you can see internal memorandum. I say we intercept very sensitive documents. These are internal memorandum. And then, as you can see, the sector commander, AG investigator, reference number TK//MISC/003. I always show you documents with facts with reference number so that you can go and check, ask them the questions. You see, the media people in Ghana, I'll be floating these documents. I'm going to make sure you people should call them and ask them if they know anything about this, because this time we are not going to cover up for anybody. The media, I'm going to release the documents. Just call their PRO of all these people and ask them what they know about this vessel, where the oil is, where it is sitting, how they need to account for it, because there's something you people don't know. And I'm going to give this document for free. Now, Customs Division, Takoradi Collection. And when you see the document, subject is report on arrest of one unit Seacraft Dundee laden with petroleum products. So Dundee 2 is another vessel which was intercepted or arrested in Ghana's territory. It is so funny that of late, some ships from nowhere, they will come into Ghana's waters and they are arrested and the oil is gone. But I said this one will make you laugh. This dandy deal, it will make you laugh. I'm going to read it to you and you will laugh. Every month, a ship from somewhere comes. We don't know where it came from, but we know where it's going. After that, anytime it comes and it's going, it goes empty. The oil is always offloaded. Every day, the oil is always offloaded. Now, let's do this. When you read the reports, it says from the first one, and I have that on the screen. It says, reports reaching the sector commander from the Flag Office commanding FOC Western Naval Command indicates that a Dundee special purpose seacraft designed for fuel smuggling. Dundee is a special purpose seacraft designed for fuel smuggling. Was arrested at Inkontompo Anchorage at Takoradi on routine anchorage patrol by Naval Patrol Team on the 28th of June 2020 at about 4:30 in the morning for suspicion of carrying uncustomed petroleum products. We are always arresting vessels with petrol in it from nowhere. We don't know where they're coming from. Now this one will shock you. This is just June. When you go on to read, there's some Akan drama and some Kumewood action happened with this June 1. I said I have 15 vessels that have come in. Each of them brings in $10 million of fuel for free. They come in, it doesn't go into books. And I'll prove to you people. Now, the second paragraph says, the Dundee was escorted to the Western Naval Base dock. It was reported that one person among the crew was arrested. However, during the escort, the naval boat capsized and the suspect absconded during the rescue operation. No casualties were recorded. So they arrested the ship, right? The Dundee, specially made for smuggling oil. The Navy and the whatever, they arrested the vessel. And when they were coming, the ship, the Navy ship, the naval boat, the boat that went to arrest them, coming with them and bringing the vessel with the 50,000 liters of oil. Ebutu Emma, one of the suspects, suspect now Bruce no casualties. Everybody is missing from that ship. You see a Jimmy to grow. You got a ship full of oil, 50,000 liters on it. On that oil, we are bringing it home. The Navy boat, Adane, Ebutu, from for no reason, Kumewood action, Ebutu, the only suspect we have, suspect, suspect, my water, we drive for Punum, Emma, we can't find a suspect again. No casualties too were reported. Navy for ship will be almost a good swimmers. Michael Phelps and Fonkwa. They all came up. You see, this is what we talk about, and people don't understand, and they want to come after me. They want to come. You see, all those calling me to say $100,000, 70. I don't need your money. I say I'm going to do all the scandals. I don't need your $100,000. I don't need it. The 50,000, I don't need it. Because if it was about money, I wouldn't be sitting here doing this. No. So all those calling and say 100,000, we could sort you 50,000. I don't need your money. I want Ghanaians to know the truth. Irrespective who wins power, if it's Mahama, I don't care. I'm just doing my job. I did PDS for you. Do you know what I went through to get that trailer in Manila audio? Do you know what I went through? But people sit there and they say things, Kevin Taylor, and they insult. You don't know, people put their lives on the line. People put their jobs on the line just to save Ghana. And people sit there and they insult because they have the opportunity to talk nonsense. Now let's go on. I don't want to be emotional. I don't have time. I have crazy stuff to do. Majority of these bloggers in Ghana, outside Ghana, I can give them raw document. They can't even put it together to make people understand. It is not easy. You people, it is not easy. I can give them all the documents. They can't even read and understand and tell people this is what happened. All right, so the next paragraph you see on the instructions. So let me take that paragraph again. The Dundee was escorted to Western Naval Base dock. It was reported that one person among the crew was arrested. However, during the escort, the naval boat capsized and the suspect absconded during the rescue operation. No casualties were recorded. It goes on to say, on the instructions of the sector commander, a team of officers led by the CRO in charge of preventive, Mr. Bamensa, were dispatched for a situational assessment. The Dundee was confirmed to be laden with petroleum products suspected to be diesel, another diesel shipment, $10 million. Now it goes on to say, subsequently, the fuel and the conveyance were detained via detention receipt number. That's the detention receipt number. And if you want to go and check, go there and check. In fact, let me show you the second paragraph, because I don't want anybody to come and say detention number, which is 080166 and 080167, all of 28/06/2020. The fuel was then pumped into 2 fuel tankers. Right now, as we speak, Dundee, all the occupants on Dundee, ship na adani, never ship na kwachi na adani, into omu nye dwane, omu swim ye dwane ja, never for no, omu ni dwane into omu ko. As again, when that ship came to shore, all the fuel in it was offloaded. Listen, the fuel was then pumped into 2 fuel tankers with registration numbers BA200Z and GT82710 to avoid contamination. Remember these numbers: BA200Z, that is Z, and GT82710. So these were the 2 tankers that took the 50,000 liters of diesel. When you go to the second paragraph, that's what I'm saying, the munyabutre. We are going to take our time. Some people vomit this money. Yeah. Now, he says the truck with exhibit is currently under the security of the Ghana Navy at the Western Naval Base. Total volume of fuel was found to be 50,000 liters. As you can see there, 50,000 liters. Now, when you go to the next paragraph, and listen to this again. The stakeholders meeting was held again. Remember on the May 6th, when they held that stakeholders meeting. Remember, another stakeholders meeting has been held, and it was the same players. A stakeholders meeting was held by the FOC at his office on the 29th of June 2020. In attendance were personnel from the Ghana Navy, who were in the first stakeholders meeting, Maritime Authority, they were there, Ghana Petroleum Authority, they were there, Marine Police, they were there, GRA Customs Division, and other security operatives. Remember, these are the same players. So it is a cartel. They are always there. They know the ships are going to come. They know they are going to offload the oil, and they know they are going to release the ships. Simple. So these people, everybody takes their cut. If they are men, they should come out and say, I'm lying. I say, I'm going to expose people. So when you go to Maritime, when you go to Navy, when you go to the police, when you go to all those people who are always the people accepting or intervening or intercepting these vessels, they are the same people in meetings every day. Ask these same people, what happened to the first vessel, the May vessel? It went empty. Today, they've gotten another vessel which is actually designed to transport illegal fuel. It is Dundee. It is made to transport illegal fuel. Now, when you go to the next paragraph, it says the owner of Dundee and the source of the fuel are not known at the time of filing this report. So as we speak, Dundee, we don't know the owners of that vessel. Where is Dundee? Where is the vessel? Is it still parked there, or it's also been sent away empty? Remember, the first one was sent away empty. We didn't know the owner. Some faceless guys showed face and said, Ebenezer, it is mine. He wasn't interrogated. He wasn't questioned. He wasn't asked where the vessel was coming from, why it was in the Ghana's territorial waters. But the vessel was the items in the vessel was offloaded, and then the vessel allowed to leave. Today we have another vessel here, no owner, nothing. The fuel has been offloaded. Now where is the vessel? The vessel is still going to leave with some owner. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Something is happening that you people need to know. Now, I want to explain something to you people so that you know that what I'm doing here is not because I hate anybody. It is because I want Ghanaians to understand the rot happening between the Jubilee House and the Takoradi and Tema Port. Let me tell you. You see these people. Colonel Kojo Damwa, he is the boss of GRA. You need to be answering questions. I have some few questions for this guy to answer. I have some few questions for these people to answer, and I'll ask them. But I want you people to understand that some people have made it their plan to bring in stolen oil from Nigeria, from terrorists, all the way to Ghana, offloading the oils and making billions every month. The oil is not coming from Cote d'Ivoire. They're lying. The oil is coming from Nigeria. There are some terrorists in Nigeria having this deal with Ghanaians, and these people are in the Jubilee House. If Colonel Damwa is listening, listen very, very, very well. And his assistant, Bob Sanyala, you people should listen to me very well, because I'm going to come after you people with the evidence I have. This is just part one. There are some people in the Jubilee House who have made it a business to... Okay, so the oil, my contact in Nigeria just said it is 50,000 metric tons. 50,000 metric tons. Not liters. 50,000 metric tons. I just got a message from my colleague in Nigeria, the other journalist I'm working with. He says it is 50,000 metric tons. That is the facts there, and he has the records there. So I need to correct that. 50,000 metric tons. But then let me break some things down for you people to understand. Every month, we get some vessels coming into Ghana with this kind of oil. 50,000 metric tons, worth about $10 million. And it is directed, or this deal is pulled from the Jubilee House. And I'm saying this on authority. And if the GRA boss, the commissioner, says I am lying, I am giving him 1 week to release a statement and say he knows nothing about this, and that the fuel that was seized, the fuel is here. The vessel that was seized, these are the owners, and they entered Ivory Coast. They knew where the vessel was coming from. Dundee and MT Randall. I want the commissioner. Me, I'm not dealing with the small boys. So I want the commissioner, because the commissioner, I have you on video and I have you on audio, trying to tell people, forcing people, intimidating people that the president in the Jubilee House is pressurizing you to make sure these oils are offloaded. We have tapped lines. We have spent money from the US. We have entered you people. I'm giving Colonel Damwa a week to release a statement that he does not know anything about this. The oil is there. The vessel that came in, they left with the oil, and that the oil they offloaded, they put it back in the vessel to go to Ivory Coast. You see this boy I was talking about, and I'm going to show his face again. This boy. This boy has been a middleman, intimidating people. He is the one pulling the strings at the port. Now he has fallen out with Ken Oforiatta. He's Oforiatta's personal assistant. This was through this guy that I got to know everything. And today I'm going to say it on my show. He didn't know my investigators were on him. He didn't know my boys were working with them at the port. He's a loose mouth. He says things anyhow. The documents I have a reason for showing his name, showing his face, because I want to prove something to Ghanaians. If he says he knows nothing, I'm here. I'm going to prove something. I am going to prove this boy's audio, saying that Ken Oforiatta sent him to come and intercept something. And I'm going to I'm going to play the commissioner, the GRA boss. That's what I'm saying. I'm giving him 1 week. He should either resign or take this. I'm telling him, he has two options. He either has to resign or take this blow, because I'm not going to make this slide. And if he wants to dare me, and the 1 week we don't hear anything from their office, I'll prove to him that I will finish his career, because he is overseeing a criminal cartel. So this boy, he is the middleman, or he's the front man for Ken Oforiatta. This oil comes in. It is directly linked to the Jubilee House. The president knows about it. In fact, let me tell you something. You see Lord Comey. People are falling out with Lord Comey on this deal because Lord Comey says he was going to take $170,000 per ship. Lord Comey, you see me, I don't just say things. Oh, Lord Comey says he's going to take $170,000 on this every single ship because he is the operational manager at the Jubilee House. They are the ones who call and force these people to make sure the oil is offloaded because they know where the vessel is coming from. Lord Comey, he is not having issues with the people he's dealing because he says he's going to take $170,000. Freddie Blair is taking part of this money. Kenneth Furata is taking. Yao Osaf Mafu knows this. The BNI boss is involved in this. You see, that's what I mean. I don't hide names. The BNI boss knows about this. Kandapa is fully aware of these vessels coming in. We've had over 17 vessels coming in. Each of them carries over $10 million worth of oil, over 50,000 metric tons of oil. I've showed you evidence of 2 vessels that oils were offloaded. Nobody was on the ship. We don't know corporate. We don't know owners. At the end of the vessels, either they've left empty. Your question is simple. The vessels, did they leave with the oil or they left empty? Because from what we know, all the oil was offloaded, put in trucks, and all the security agencies put their locks on it. We want to see these 2 vessels. Kandapa is part of it. He knows it. And the commissioner and his assistant. The commissioner, you know him, Kojo Damwa, and then his assistant, Bob Sanyala. I'm going to do something. I'm going to prove to the GRA boss. So talk to Lord Comey. You see, I have banking transactions. You see, people go to jail. The reason why I'm not releasing the audio, I'm daring Colonel Damwa and his assistant that they should come out with a statement and say Kevin is making some allegations that's from nowhere. It is not true. It's a lie. I said I'm going to play the tape. You see the way I did the PDS? I gave them room. I'm going to play the tape of you and the things you said to Ghanaians. You have 2 options for you. Resign or take this blow. Because when you resign, you can walk nicely. If you take the blow, you go to jail with it. I'm giving you 2 options. And I'm not kidding here. You people live in Ghana. We are in America. We are in Nigeria. We know everything people are texting. We know everything people are calling. We know everyone you're calling. We do our job because we spend money on this. This is our job. So this thing is directed to, if you know the GRA boss, tell him, Kevin Taylor, I am sending this to you. Now, you people says the first one was directed to Ivory Coast. Colonel, I want to ask you a question. If the first ship, the Dandy, was directed to Ivory Coast, why then were you worried that the consignment, the thing in the ship, is supposed to be offloaded? You know the ship is going to Ivory Coast. Why then did you force the things to be moved out of the ship? The 50,000 metric tons of oil. Why did you force them to move it? Because the Jubilee House was telling you to do that. Colonel Damwa, I'm directing this to you. Me, the small meat, I don't like it. If the commissioner, if you believe or say, I am lying, you should come out and deny this allegation. I want you to come out and I'm giving you 1 week. Just 1 week. Save your face. Oh, because me, I don't mess around. I'm giving you 1 week. If you don't come out 1 week, if the customs office, the commissioner's office does not come out 1 week with a statement about these 2 ships, where the oil are, the ships, when they were leaving, did they go with the oil or the oil is still in Ghana? I'm giving you just a week. Today is what? Tuesday. Give it to next week, Tuesday. I'm giving you to next week, Tuesday. I'll expose you. I'll expose the president on videos and I'll expose you on audios. How you are trying and what you are doing. And I'm telling you, there's over 15 ships. Every month, a ship drops over 50,000 liters of oil, and the Jubilee House is directly involved. That's what I'm saying, Lord Comey. You are taking $170,000 per ship. You know it. We are not kidding here. I told you, see, if you people have something to do, someone to blame Kennedy Japan. He started this. Oh, I wanted to be very nice to this government. If it Kennedy Japan, he started this. But I'll prove to him. So also document because you see, it's gotten to that point, somebody has to start making these people understand we know so many things because of some reasons we don't speak. So in Kitinkitinam was sitting in a relax. So the boy I showed his picture. That boy, in fact, I don't normally show my lead, but this guy is an idiot. He showed the lead. But to make the case simple, all this oil is being brought in by the Jubilee House, and the president knows about it. I want the commissioner himself, Colonel Kojo Damwa, to come out, Colonel or whatever, come out your office, you and your deputy Bob Sanyala, come out and deny this, because I'm giving you 1 week. 1 week. The ships that were saved were seized or intercepted. MT and then Dandy. Where are the ships? They left. Fine. Where is the oil? Are they in here? Have they been kept here? How did you know the ship was going to Ivory Coast? Because you did not tell us where the ship was coming from. The second one, you said the naval ship capsized, so the people on the ship who were supposed to be arrested, they all swam. They just swim like fishes. They went away. Fine. That Dandy, the oil in it, the 50,000 metric tons. Where is the oil? And where is the ship? I'm giving you 1 week. I'm not going to talk so much. I am giving you 1 week. After 1 week, if you don't show face, I need a statement from your office. I don't care. Act like you've not seen it. I will show the world that you have seen it and you know about all these things. You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. My name is Kevin Kobedu Taylor. After this short break, I'm going to go straight to the phone calls.
Why are you running? What's not debate? Why are you running? What's not debate? What's not debate? Why are you running? So what's the way you man? Fabe what young court debate. Samahama Diana. What man? Where is your faith? Man, Penina wouldn't draw. What kind of life there? Na me swore. Some Abama me don't point it. Young men when I will see swore. Ghana for will be a soon. I'm a one into your hook. Prosperity will judge you. Muhammad and Kai South Radio do so. Business scandal. The hoodie. Cash for seat. America. Ghana card. BDS. Excavator. No would you be? One man Ghana. Kasi Betonia. What do I your mind? No, everyone. Don Muhammad Winnie was song. Becky and one man and see Kong Kong. Question and Tati. Bribery. GPS. Why we? Boss 15 million contaminated. Hey, yeah. But when you are here, well, you done it. Wouldn't trust I know bring me. I will throw Yanni. We've been telling mammy. Debate Canadian multi-million Yanni. Good Numa. We see you. Clearing agent. You do good. Cathedral. Get for heaven. Found online. Get a good book. Your achievement.
You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. My name is Kevin Kobedu Taylor. This is Scandal Day. I got my first caller on the line. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Kevin. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, Kevin.
Yes, go ahead, sir. I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm Patrick. The Richard Palaba. Nyankopon show why are the pa Nyankopon show no adwempa o mo mengana we na o se Ghana journalist o mere o mutumi ye enti de make out me bo opeso why are the Nyankopon on koso mo awon de no mo nyansa boy.
Amisha also, thank you very much, sir. All right. Okay. The line is jammed, right? Yeah, let's do this. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
This is Eric Gemedy.
Go ahead, sir.
Mr. Kevin, today you shocked me. Shocked me. So much respect for you.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Kevin, baby, what do you say? Who here? Security power. Also, you're very careful because this also why?
Medasi, I'm sure. Thank you very much. I'm sure. All right. Hello.
Good evening. Yeah. Kevin. Yeah. Nyamiasi. The washer wodo. And I'm Debbie Ameka de Mbonaye. Ayazipa. my main kind a little bit out. Find that ship fee Lagos. That's a Orbasna call our friend then Cote d'Ivoire. Obey dan war Ghana as the port.
Yeah.
So Orba Ghana, not Orba Fanda Temahabwa. Not say when you space war port or bed anchorage on what an anchor.
Yeah.
What to anchor na ship na
yeah.
But on Bambay Bia or Ghana porter. Oh yeah, then or end up or baby or then Kofukona walk train oh yeah and what's about.
Yeah.
Now you honest what to watch for high season, yeah. But then they still communicate with the port station master na baby it's a major na say.
The station master said only BBR, they don't have any evidence, they don't have any documents. That's what the station master said.
There is no way they will not communicate with the captain on the vessel.
Yeah.
It's a major na say.
Yeah.
Because there is entumen cover obine ninsuda one more pass there, one more red light the green light they go through. It's a major na say.
Yeah.
Inti oyes mpado wobakade wonyim. There is no way na say nkofo na watch hwan mpo na what ton sumen. Abaz wo yema me watafa. Inti sadam nkofo na wo ehu hwan wo ye na ship na okrai. Oye de na ship na okrai. Because entum nko obi ne waters do without communicating with the ship master.
So who took that ship away? The empty Randall. Ship was right there, another would drive. Who drove the ship away?
Yeah, steering the ship.
Yeah.
But captain will not come down. Or yeah, one away you draw a ship and no more. And the water open the baby then water offload in your mouth. Captain hardly comes down. As I mentioned, I say some of us all sailors. As I mentioned, I say, definitely they communicate with shipmaster.
Yeah.
As I say, and we have baby often a talk and then you and the ship by harbor on no pier ship.
Yeah.
On no pave way my ship and all back. No, that's no pave way my ship.
Like when you go to the airport.
It's one to when
when you go to airport.
On talk and why that small ship be.
Yeah.
That's it. As I say, there is no way over the Mr. the Cab, the Madi Shim, Obi will takwazi habo, Obi will tamahabo, winning bibium. I'm telling you.
I know. Oh no, I'm going to come out with a lot of. There are a lot.
There. 1 week in Pone, as I'm on the folly, brother. Or that's never because time no day. It was 3 months, 90 something days for election. On your 100 days, brother. Since I know you there, but I don't me throw uncle. When them abrofu binusa was what Togo now was a Ghana. Air Force will lift to one another.
Mayor wants scandal very, very soon. I know where they're coming from.
Tale brother, yen and tamna, tale tam no day. Yami show, bless.
Hello? Hello? Okay, hello? Hello, caller?
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir, go ahead.
Yeah, this Barack from Germany. Yeah, I respect only two journalists in Ghana, Kevin and then Anas Hermio Anas, Oli. I respect both of you a lot. Only two journalists I respect in Ghana.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, you are welcome.
All right. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
Lester Chama.
Oh, Lester Chama, right home. Remember, who the engine fast.
Hey, and the prophet, and the emissary, and the Ukas, and the Wama, who's a Hoya for no, and the woman to me cash you.
Am I
right? And then platform. Oh, wow. Obibakano, then I make can say, Yan the Ubakano, when you're blogger. And they shouldn't come over there.
Yeah.
Me Kasabe brave because my auntie Monica and Patanda Uba. I want to class on one of it.
Thank you very much, Lester. All right, Lester.
Bye bye.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, Mr. Kevin Taylor.
Good evening, sir.
The special one, Watara.
Watara.
Kevin, you shocked me, sir. Seriously, you shocked me.
Oh, yeah?
Do you know something? Sometimes I ask myself, where do you get all your info? Where do you get all your destiny? You be like, Anas at me out. Because sometimes you live in America, but what you have, said you want me don't say friends say many 99.9% in Ghanaian media, they don't have it because they always, no research, nothing. Look at what I asked myself, what? This guy is genuine. Seriously, you made my day. With all the way we are treatable. This is what we want. And yes, yeah, where you, say, MDB Pono, and Tom Media, Mitibi Busano said, 2016, say, no more. Corruption, tag on mama, no. BDM, Obia, they say, mama. But look at all this boss and look at all this, what is going on. But then can say, for the chef. Yeah, they need to be a can, and just tell one happy. You say, oh, share your friends and the way I did for now. The opposition is going for the NPP. Thank you very much for your good work.
Sir. Have a wonderful night, Watara. Thank you very much, Watara. Thank you. Hello, caller.
Yeah, bro.
Yes,
not
sir.
Easy to find.
I know.
Yeah. I'm watching this thing where you are doing, but you know that what you are talking about. If it's in Europe or America, in the morning, all the name where you mention,
everybody,
yeah. They will have journalists in their doorsteps.
Oh yeah.
Asking them if what you are talking about is true. They have to answer.
Tomorrow I'll release all these documents tonight. Tomorrow, loudsilenceradio.com. Go there and pick the document. Don't say Kevin said, read for yourself. If you're a journalist, follow up, make phone calls, ask them about this. Let them come out because I'm giving them 1 week. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the radio station people in Ghana, they have to send their people, and these people, their doorsteps, they know where they live. Ask them questions. If what you are saying is true, they have to come out and say something. And then another thing, the Takrady petrol. I'm telling all the Takrady people, since the time where they started digging that petrol in the Takrady, all the fishes, they are disappearing. They are dying. And then the money is going away. Maybe this scandal where you are doing, the petrol can come from Ghana there. We will not know.
You don't know.
You understand? Because I heard that. Yeah, because
I will show people something. You see me, I give people the rumor. The same thing we're doing PDS and other scandals. I give people the benefit of the doubt to come and clear them. If you don't, then I'll hang you. Yeah.
Yeah. That is good. That is good. And then the fishermen, them too, they have to come out, because if they are not getting fish, they have to get some income from that petrol where the money is going, flow the air where nobody is seeing.
All right, boss.
They have to get benefit. You understand?
All
so,
right,
man, thank you for what you are doing. And then,
sorry. I thought you were done. Sorry, sir. I think we can do that tomorrow. I'm sorry. I thought you were done with the conversation. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, boss. Go ahead.
David from Antwerp.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's part. But Kevin, show me request back from Bogus, you know,
why? Thank you, boss.
Sure.
Hello. Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
In fact, what is our for my? By the way, they said Abdurrahman in Sweden.
Okay, sir.
Also, it's so sad, sir. Ultimate review Nioma Ekoso, but any institution our Ghana are taking on these greedy bastards that we have as our leaders. Look at all the security apparatus teaming up to finish the country. What? In fact, I'm just crying inside because what are they going to leave for the future generation? It's so sad. But the Nyamia say Obama etimi reviews and remove and empire so na yoko so Obama o say nyankopon be ma onim bia more na wa protect o na wa koso ayi o mama.
I'm sure. Thank you very much, sir. Hello. Hello, caller. Hello, I can hear you. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. Mr. Kevin, good evening.
Good evening.
mpacho me free Germany yeah enyumre no ama obia yeko na yete na yehwewo yedi nyame da wase ese ama oman no enoma bi ekoso no yebetimi betima ba out ama yehunu omo se oman no eti nyame nhira wo pa ba ebompa yese nyame bebo ho ban soronko na watamfo a Facebook so ne media so omo di watam ne nyina enkosi hwe because nipa no a di wachi no ye doso mpa ya di wachi no enim se adwuma wo ye ne ye risky na me ma fansuo so ntimi nim nsuo so say even wo ye nipa kra na se echiwa ewo nsuo no so abaabi a wufure eni ade ebehwe se ebe timi ehunu baabi a wufure a baabi a wokọ eti omu ntimi nkonko kire fuwe na omu nkonko yi na abra omu antimi amusa baabi a fuwe no efure ene de ekọ na omu ayi fuwe no na omu agya ship na mo akọ because omu ya we sa omu ya kronfo ene omu ye di omu bu oman no ene Ghana nipampe se wobeka nokre de akire ebe de oman na tumpon wokwa oman no mu a mfuturu age baabi afa yakwan nye ye school nye ye hospital nye bibia na obi kwa akọwo anu wawu ye ka na se ya womo press oman no so oman be yie no na sabe nipa bi nso aye enemy na mo fight no no omaye na generation kan kore omoto a sabe nsemo ehia wutie generation ekoso Ghana wa wo befe generation timi musa question generation timi en hwehwe nsemo enso mama penso no yehunu generation a yaba parliament kura no o maba be ka se oh yaye we wo mo se ye ne montre ni enko nkore ena kufu adu penso de wo mo jai sa no mani nyina.
Thank you very much, sir. Namisha also. All right, thank you. Hello. Yes, sir.
Pacha friend mo award because we jane.
Pacha kasa.
Ojuma dia we and udi na ema yeso to ayeti. Ejuma udi ne so Nyankopon shira, Nyankopon to ko. Enye ize, nyoma yakwaso Ghana de. Ama ayi wa kwanto nso yeso won say before you enter Ghana then na epon na mo the Ghana farm bomb homebody. No man to man to some panyo fra kunja so dia. Nyoma de beba Ghana de enye papa. Kura ena yesrem pa bo so ma se Nyankopon to ko. Ene njuma pa oye.
Yamisha. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Yamisha. Hello. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin Tella. There me talk on there. Yeah, Yamisha ne adi oye, adi papa oye ma mada Ghana wa. Me didn't be wisdom be for me no last month. Yamisha ne adi papa oye ma mada Ghana. Yamisha, bye bye.
Hello.
Hey, no bagawaya. Kelvin, mama fa. Omupo mama fa. And me pese me ka semba ko chiro. Umpa cho jina so.
Me ba chitio.
Me pese me ka semba ko chiro. Please don't descend into the gutters with these bloggers. Bloggers here, Germany, whatever. Your platform is too big for that. Don't even give them the attention. Don't even talk about them. You are doing a very good job, and please maintain that level. It's about coming to eat fufu, nilai super, adiachesu. That's not what we are talking about. We are serious. We are focused. What I say? Yeni abrepa. And don't even descend to their level. Me pastor, don't descend to their level. My video be at the manual for my fellow Voltarians. Me pastor, we are Bokakrama. Before no muhu they have to sit up.
Thank you
they
very
have
much.
to vote this government, this tyrant out.
Thank you. Have a wonderful
and
night.
lastly, catch what I'm saying. Omo back no mo ba be ka nsem na omo be ka won asem a omo nka no obrofo mo si a wotro challenge no de mo no omo be ka no obrofo mo omo mbra na oni omo ntena ase na mo nya debate e obrofo mo na hwe say nti ombetimi abeyi ano ana
debate there be baso. All right, have a wonderful night. Hello. Okay, hello.
Hello.
I can hear you, boss. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Kevin, good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Yeah, but Ademuno Okasano from France. Brother, aye juma na nyina ye bompe. Ye de modern yankopon no den onbon ho ban. E huma mechena because the me expose ya IAD enyimbiri anya nyina mesimet no ho de awosiegum mihuma menka beda na kupon mbo homan ai
I'm sure also. Thank you very much.
Na mo owo bias ye diwechi ai ye diwechi nti kodo no baga waya mama obiala niwo botum waye ye diwechi ye de mpaibo na ye diwechi.
I'm sure we can continue. All right, thank you. All right, hello.
Hello.
Yes, caller.
Kevin, good evening.
Bibi Abokoshi.
Yeah. We pay for sometimes, Oya wakasa chan one more from maybe. I don't understand them. Let me shape as me as my okay, more from an occasion. Sometimes I don't know what they think before they come out to talk. When him the way we a bit more awesome one painful, we been one I do no one babakasa. Especially this vice president 2020, you know, as a invest toilet facilities in Ghana 2021 young Inungwase some no woba count. He said, Padre more to the Yabren one asa. We Yabre a cronu on Yadobotum, Wobuman, one gem for maybe. Kedna Japanel with the Kanwatan Wakere, Nana bed, no him de Guana Damanoti. Name the Damanot and Taman and Jimmy Adami over to Wobuman. Yabren one asa. Yapada one aswat, him the Wote one so. We tell programming surely every day would take.
I'm sure. Thank you very much. All right. Hello. Okay. I'm going to take one more call and then yes, call it today. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Kevin. The person may be said when you fall Omuji Yohana. Penifo we omudwi omunana wo omudwi Ghana man omudwi ye ya ye wo kwetu ye presi na tisi omudwi ye wana nana akufo obetina lantana oni bra ye bre enti o dwise wo ye bibi na yensa ye ti befi ana o pese wuwa bikushi ni se omudwi ya ye tukwan omudwi ye wana ita wasi.
Sure. Thank you very much, sir. All right. After this short break, I'll come back and wrap up for the day. All right, so that's it for today. Today, we did a scandal. I told you I've given the Commissioner General, Kojo Damoa, Colonel Kojo Damwa 1 week to respond to this. After that, there are two things. Either he resigns or decides to play reluctant, and I'm going to release a lot of things. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being part of this show. This show is, with all due respect, extended version. We stream every Monday to Friday, 4 p.m. US time and 8 p.m. Ghana time. The name of the show is With All Due Respect. The family are the people listening to us because they are ready to listen to truth. Tomorrow we'll be right here talking about Ghana, issues happening. We'll be doing a lot of scandals before election 2020. Remember, Loud Silence TV will be launched very soon. You can watch all my episodes. You can watch all the exposés on Loud Silence TV very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being part of the show. I keep saying I'm just a messenger who is ready and willing to speak truth to power, a messenger who is not scared of the enemy. Have a wonderful evening.
Why are you running? What's your debate? Why are you running? What's your debate? What's your debate? Why are you running? So what's the way you do, man? Faber, what young court debate? Some Muhammad Wopana, where is your faith? Man, Panina wouldn't draw. What can I like there? I'm a test war. Some at Trabama, don't point it. Young men when I will see swore. Ghana for will be a soon. I'm a more one into your hoot. Prosperity will judge you. Muhammad Kai, South Arabia, do so. Besides scandal, the hoodie, cash for seat, America, Ghana card, PDS, excavator, no would you be? One man Ghana, Cassia, Batonia, what do I your mind? No, everyone. Don Muhammad Winnie was on, Becky and one man, Nancy, Kong Kong, Quasinanti, bribery, GPS, YV, bought 15 million contaminated Puerto, but when you are here, Johnny, wouldn't trust I know bring me, and with one Yanni, we'll bring Tenny Mammy, debate Nadia Mutin Yanni, Bogun Numa, we see you, clearing agent, you do good, Cathedral, then for heaven, found online, get a green book, your achievement, SHS, yeah, exams, no answers, the appointment, ex-girlfriends, yeah, poor mind, abandoned dear Mama, so one tears here the other, I thought so be back, and you win your sa, abandoned dear Mama, so one tears here the other, I thought so be bo, and you win your sa, Mama, abandoned dear Mama, Mama, Mama,